we're going to play Curse of Strahd again today. So, joining us today, we have Drewski, maker of bread and player of Ezmerelda, the Ebony Enchantress. We have Matt playing Redmond Gill, that Legion of the Lost. And we have Mia playing the rapturous and ever-rising rapscallion Rory Fahrun, and Habiki playing the noble embodiment of vengeance, princess and frost maiden Ireena, and the miraculous menagerie Volk Moonchild played by Riley, and we are missing Astora, unfortunately, our resident good drow. So we pick up today, following a terrifying encounter last time with a shocking blue dragon and a, upsetting hut with chicken feet and stuffed bears, and some terrifying revelations about our good boy Red's past. So with that brief thing out in the world, what happened last time? What do you guys remember?
Pain.
And suffering.
You basically reminded us about everything. The whole gain up on the invisible, elusive dragon happened there. And what else? Like, what were the important bits of the story? It's usually Astora who does the
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
So,
Our good drow.
we met like freaking Knights of the Silver Dragon on the way to the tower, and Ilena was like, "Yeah, I will help you. I don't like you, but I don't like you what you think, but I will help you."
Mm-hmm.
And then there was let me remember.
It's been 2 weeks. So
It's been 2 weeks.
After meeting those two, we were on the way to the Mongol folk and the werewolves, right?
yes, you were.
Yes. On the way, we were climbing some rough mountainous terrain, and we encountered a voice over yonder, a gruff man voice. But it was not a man; it was a mantar.
A mantar.
And riding upon its back was a wonderful, illustrious, and very mysterious wizard. Witch? Is it witch? Everything's a wizard.
Archmage apprentice, thank you very much.
Archmage apprentice.
Professional.
And they were chasing a goat, not just an ordinary goat, a 7-foot hell goat that will
Yep.
yeet you out of a mountain. And it did. It yeeted someone off a mountain. Just before it could be slain, it disappeared into the ethereal yonder, and we made brief friends with the friendly faces who were on the hunt. After some talks and friendships being established, we journeyed to the werewolf den, discovered that what's his name?
Emil.
Emil was not present, and in fact a new chief had taken over. One who was rough, believed in the rule of the strong, and was just a dick. And through some skullduggery, we were able to sneak in and encounter, was it the priestess? Is she the priestess?
She is Emil's wife. She worships Mother Night, but she is not a priestess per se.
I see. So we found Emil's wife. Her name was Curse?
Zuleika.
Zuleika. And after a very painful discussion of realization about who Zuleika was in relation to Red, and Red was in relation to Zuleika, it was agreed upon that the party would help this situation and overthrow the new dick in charge. After that, someone take it away because I disappeared.
Yep.
On the other side, where the other part of the split, right? We
I mean, we fought a dragon, right? So
yeah,
when,
that was like when we all
Reconvened.
converged together, but yeah, reconvened together. Well, Emil did also kind of show up and explain the situation about his adversary in the werewolf camp. That this said adversary, I don't remember his name.
Kirill.
Kirill, no, I remember his name. Yes, thank you. Kirill had an access to some sort of a magic that was capable of slaying and forgoing the invulnerabilities of werewolves. So everyone is very on edge about him and kind of very not try not to get themselves killed for obeying him, and this proved to be a problem. Then there was a reveal with Redmond about how he abandons children in the time of need to save his own skin at that time.
Yeah.
And he's very, 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 like, I don't know, sad. What are you?
Damaged.
There. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. This was like the most interesting part of that previous session.
People got chased by a walking house, excuse
Yep.
me.
Yeah, well, that was like a...
While teddy bears were singing that they are gonna be dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah, that was the case. And then at the end, you were greeted by the
Redmond.
Red at the
Yeah.
part, like, at least the voice of Redmond.
So no, wasn't it the
It
dragon?
was Redmond standing above
Yeah.
me because I was laying
Yeah,
on the ground,
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was like...
reaching out his hand to help me out,
Yeah,
saying,
'cause-
"No, I'm so sorry, I was wrong."
I mean, I was wrong. So it was the case of because Redmond disappeared from the other party while everyone went in to slay the dragon, and went over to the other party. They're just saying, "Hey gang, sorry about this mess up. I'll help you out. Let's go. Come with me if you want to live."
Perhaps spurred on by guilt from the Zuleika revelations.
Exactly.
This is the party split at the moment.
I would say it wasn't portrayed like that. It was portrayed as ominous and I
Whatever
would
do
stand
you
by that.
mean?
It's
What
not
do
random.
you mean?
It's duplicate.
Whatever
It
do
is
you
not.
mean?
Don't believe you.
100%.
Yes. Aside from that, I guess we agreed upon trying to help the werewolves to overthrow the bastard Kirill and try to restore the previous leaders so that they can help us with Strahd.
Yep. They also agreed to take on the mongrel folk, although Zuleika and Emil disagree on whether they must be turned or not. The Emil and Zuleika would like to push the werewolf pack into a more general neutral direction, as opposed to what they currently are, which are stooges of Strahd. They don't like Strahd very much. So that about covers it, unless anybody had anything pressing or interesting that they remember and want to share desperately. We did have a centaur climbing like a spider, which was pretty great.
It was.
Yeah.
I was never that
Celina can cast magic in the tower and can make
That's
it so
true.
other people can cast
Yeah,
magic.
yeah.
Or if they ask her.
Also, you were like a fault for releasing the dragon. Yeah, that's.
I said I was sorry in character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also got rid of it. I wanted to just banish it, but I wasn't allowed to.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
That's the best that I can do at least.
Wunderbar.
In that case, we can begin. We will pick up down south in the woods, with Redmond extending his hand to our very scared, very alone friends lying in the mud.
Oh, look at you. You must have been through so much in my absence. Let me help you out and let's get out of this wretched place.
I have an idea. Volk is going to look at Redmond and say, I'm gonna do something, but you have to consent.
Depends what it is, and do we have the time and place for it? I don't know about you, but I just fought through about 3 spirit teddy bear monstrosities in this wretched place, and I would very much prefer if you could just fall.
It's extremely fast.
Okay, go ahead, quick.
As a free action, I think it's a free action to drop Wild Shape. Yes?
Yep.
Or is it a bonus action?
Pretty sure it's a free action. It's a bonus action to change.
It's a free action. It's a free action.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no. So as a free action, Volk is going to drop Wild Shape.
Okay.
As an action, Volk is going to cast Polymorph on Redmond.
Interesting.
And turn him into a large-sized young dragon.
Okay. Are you willing? Also, I'm pretty sure polymorph doesn't work on dragons. It's beasts only.
It doesn't. It's beasts. It's beasts.
Yeah.
No, polymorph is anything.
No.
Pretty sure polymorph is beasts only.
It's beasts.
It is only beasts.
It's beasts.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go back to
Uh,
the list.
Pseudo dragons, I believe, are beasts. Also, we should ask Matt if he is okay with this once you have settled on a creature.
Let me. Pseudo dragons are dragons.
Oh, never mind then.
Tiny dragons are valid.
Tiny valid
Castle
dragons are
Thoughtless. That works. Or a giant eagle. A giant eagle.
Giant? I'll be a giant.
A giant eagle works.
Are you going to explain
Well,
this at all?
That's why. Well, basically, Volk's like, I have a way for us to escape. You're gonna have to shapeshift, though.
Volk, I appreciate it, but also you did just strike me with lightning less than a day or so ago.
You're the heaviest one here. That's why I want to shape you.
There's no need to take weight into this.
You're wearing armor. You're
Hey.
wearing armor.
I wear it well, thank you very much. Look,
Will you let me shapeshift you?
to what? To what, Volk?
Giant eagle.
Rory, are you going to allow this?
Rory can fly.
Okay.
Oh, Ireena is going to look between the two of you and she says, I think I know what Volk has in mind, but why are we... Do you want to fly out of here? I can't fly.
Exactly.
If he's a giant eagle, he can carry you.
Okay. While this conversation is going on, insight.
Like, we're probably having this conversation while we...
Mhm.
I just look. It's still on the ground, not taking red sand. Just look
What?
at him confused.
What do you decide?
What are you inciting? This is the question. What would you like to try to determine with this remarkable insight roll?
So, basically, if there's something off about this red,
Just off?
or
There's a lot off.
There's a lot off. I mean, it's Redmond.
me as the character is like 100% sure this cannot be Redmond.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm trying to find something to
Uh,
help me convey the message across to the other two.
okay. Would you like me to take this, Matt, or would you like to cover this? Since this is your character.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Okay.
It's just loading.
Okay.
So, what are you saying? If there's something off?
Yeah, like something visual-wise that doesn't match properly, like tiny details.
Could we not do rolls for this, and I'll just tell you what's off, if that's okay with everyone involved?
I would be okay with that. With the 30, I will give you something a little extra, but Matt, you can describe however you would like. I do have something that I can share. I just want to see if you'll cover it in your description. I want to give you the chance to talk first.
100%. So you notice that Red is panicked and running on adrenaline, sweat covering his face. He's a bit pale, probably from the flight or some other reason. You can see deep in his eyes that there's a great desire here to do something. You also notice that kind of his like face is like flickering in the moonlight, and yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
There's a lot of wrong with that.
Yeah. I don't like. I'm being careful about PvP here. So what I will tell you is that with a crit, this Redmond he's obviously frantic. He's been running and fighting. You can tell that much about him. But there is a peace in his face that you haven't seen before. Clearly, something has happened. You don't know about the Zuleika situation, but Redmond has come to terms with something. And that has changed from the last time you saw his face.
There's been a large, like almost like a burden lifted, like a
Yeah.
massive guilt burden.
Are you Redmond?
I am.
Because you are very different from less than half a day ago.
I have been through a lot. I can tell you this. There was this encounter. Oh, I don't know. We don't have time, but I can tell you at some point. In short, I met someone, and the person I met, I can't tell you the bliss I feel. This relief of guilt that has been lifted from me. It's been wonderful. And Barovia, as blasted as a place as it is, has given me some peace in it. It's wonderful, honestly.
One question. How the fuck did you get here without us noticing you? You went the opposite direction.
I was trying to shout at you the whole way. You were running away from me. I assume running from the teddy bears or whatever, or the hut with these what were those feet? Something along those lines. And I was calling out, and yet no one paid attention to me. I suppose maybe you mistook me for one of the teddy bear coming for me.
I would reckon at this moment I would have already stood up and helped Ireena up if she isn't already standing.
She would allow herself to be helped up, and she was looking very confused between everybody here, and also glancing desperately around to see what happened to everybody.
Is everyone okay?
I will go close to her and whisper in her ear like, that doesn't make any sense.
She
I would
says,
believe it if he tried to get to us directly, but he didn't. And I wouldn't notice him following us.
we were running for like a half hour, but it is strange. We're completely turned around. I don't even know which direction Baratok would be from here.
Volk looks at Ireena. Can I shape change you?
I'll allow it. Make it something cute.
Yeah, could be a cute eagle.
Is everyone okay?
So,
Why would he be here alone? It doesn't make sense. I
Well,
don't understand.
I tried to come with the others.
Volk will
but
cast polymorph
I tried
on
to-
Ireena.
She
turning
will
her
allow this.
into a giant eagle.
Okay. And then we'll let Matt talk.
I tried to come with the others, but understandably we couldn't. Look, I wanted to say this at the time, but we still also have to help these other people, the Mongol folk. It's very important, don't you know? So I decided I'll shoulder the burden and come here alone, and it was hard. I can tell you that it was very hard. But I'm here, and you all look like you're going to be safe now. But we have to get out of this place. It's a scary one.
The song was in that you played in your father's tomb. Which one was it?
Oh, the key.
The question is, does Matt remember?
You can ask your father.
I will ask.
Now the question is, does Spencer remember?
Know what this song was. I don't remember,
Now,
but I
question
would say...
does Mia, do you remember?
Me? No. Rory? Yes.
Oh, no one remembers.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I haven't listened to that episode back in a while. But Redmond would give the right answer. Redmond would give the right answer.
100% no. 100% no. I will give the right answer. It was in C#.
This one might be a bit of a long shot. Remember when you treated me to dinner in Waterdeep? What did I order?
I was there for that. You, you were so hungry. You didn't think I noticed. You ordered for the drink. You ordered this calorie-rich milkshake, and then you ordered the biggest slab of meat possible, covered in all in gravy. And I just thought it was so wonderful. I'm so happy. It was good. I was there.
Doesn't make any sense. I don't know what to do.
I think the best thing to do is to get up out of it, right? That's all. Is everyone okay? Everyone doing okay mentally? Is everyone alright? Volk? Rory? Ireena?
Ireena will caw at you as a giant eagle perching on Volk's shoulder. I will say, Rory, you still have
Perching on Volk's shoulder, huh?
Yep, that's what I said. Rory, you still have a crazy high passive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would be noticing, even though you are paying attention to Redmond here, you would notice that in the trees.
I mean, my passive is 17.
Fair enough. You were casting a spell, however, and engaged in conversation.
Sure.
Although Rory's also engaged. Anyway.
I mean, I'm super on edge at the moment in character.
True. To keep it fair, would you like to roll a perception check?
Sure. Is it sight or noise based?
This would be sight-based.
Then I have advantage. Oh, 29.
Yeah. So you see clear as day. They were doing their best to hide, and you were distracted, so you didn't spot them right away. But those bears, those stuffed bears, are still hiding in the brush. There is quite a bit of fog here still. It's not quite as thick as it was earlier, and the treats along the dirt trail have disappeared. But you can see the silhouettes of these bears. They make no sound whatsoever. But you can see just the faces of these stuffed bears peeking around tree trunks, watching you. The closest one is maybe 15 feet away off the trail. You see no sign of the hut, but the bears are definitely there watching you still.
This is getting even weirder. I don't know. You know what? I know what to do. And then I spread my wings, look over to the other two, and then fly up a good 20 feet, and then look at Redmond. For the first time in a long time, I'm completely unsure what to think. So,
Well,
and we will stay up here, just to be safe.
that's fine. I
Don't
mean, if
take
you
it too personal once we are with the others again. I don't believe the others. The others don't want me there.
no,
Once we are out of this place with the walking nets.
Rory, I want you by my side, honestly. As since that time, I wish I did more. I wish I
Very
did
weird
more.
choice of words.
Why is that?
Well, I expect Ireena to say not here.
Well, I'm sure Ireena says it regularly. It'd be nice if all three of us were together. But maybe not now is not the time.
Oh, how
can
about
I
you
pick up-
pray and we follow you behind?
Of course, I'll go the way I came.
Mind the bears.
Ireena will look with her eagle face between Redmond and you, and questioningly
Yeah, this too.
shuffle her feathers at Redmond, seeming asking if she's going to pick him up.
Can
But-
you
but-
pick me up?
But she's being deferential to Rory because Rory's feelings were really hurt last time.
I will give her a shrug and then, sure.
This giant eagle will nod its head at you, and it will grab Redmond. Now, Redmond is a medium creature, and giant eagle is a large creature, correct? So you should be able to carry Redmond if I'm remembering the rules right.
Dope.
Now, Volk,
I
are
will also
you...
have to check if the carry weight checks out. I don't know
I'm a
the sneak
cat.
attack.
I'm a cat, so I'm basically weightless.
That's true. My question is more, are you going to be going with in one of Ireena's talons, or are you going to go with Rory?
Volk is on Ireena's shoulder, kind of like tucked in right between the wings.
Ireena.
Okay. In that case,
Tucked between the wings.
Ireena will approach you cautiously, Redmond, and ruffle her feathers and incline her head as if to say, "May I?"
It would be my honor. Thank you. And
Then-
you know,
Sorry.
it's nice to be carried once in a while, and I'll jump on, I suppose.
If an eagle can snicker, it does. So you want to ride on her back?
Yes, please.
Beautiful. So you can hop on her back.
Brilliant.
I give Ireena the look. Come on.
She cannot respond, but she looks at you with those big eagle eyes.
And
And
the shivers die.
she takes off. Now, where would you like to go as you take off? What would you like to do?
But we have an hour of travel, right?
Initially up,
Okay.
just to like get a lay of the land.
Okay. Then let's get some
and
perception
try
checks
to-
as you go
I'm
upward.
gonna use my session advantage for this.
Okie doke.
'Cause this is important.
30 or 29, I
I
think.
know.
Riley, that's so bad. That's all right. It's not that hard to see. It's mostly just trees. But yes, I will say, Rory, what you spot as you take to the sky, there is about 24 of those stuffed bears meandering amongst the trees, watching you silently. And you can see once you take off the ground, there's an area of disturbed earth about 30 feet behind where you guys were, where it looks like something either came up out of the ground or went down into the ground. And it's maybe 30 feet across. So a possible place where the hut went. Beyond that, as you rise above the treetops, you can see rolling evergreens in either direction. But there is a very large clearing down in one direction. On the map, it's down south. In that clearing, you see there is a couple of buildings. They're good. It's hard to make out details because they're a good couple miles from you, but it would be about an hour to get there by flight.
Then let's go that way.
What were you all even doing here in the woods? As in, why did you come to these woods?
We're
Going
trying
to
to
the tree?
reach the tree.
Yes, I imagine, but why? Wasn't there a better path?
We got lost.
You got lost.
The fogs rose up and swallowed us, and we lost the path.
If I was here, I'd be able to safeguard you there.
Redmond,
Sorry?
I'm sorry I don't let it down, but how the fuck did you get lost? Something happened. I can see that something happened. Something changed. And I don't think that will have happened the minute we left. So, what the fuck happened, and how the fuck did you manage to get from where the fuck ever you were to us when we went the opposite direction?
Wait, isn't he part?
Yeah, he's part Vistani,
Volk?
but I don't think he knows how to traverse
Vistani.
Okay, I didn't want to say this because I feel like it would have been very weird. But after we left, after you left, we, as everyone, came across a creature we all know.
Bit more detail.
So, do you know the abbot?
You mean the one that I killed again?
Yes. But he was not dead. He was in this.
Redmond, I was there with you.
and I was there
We
too.
were there.
I remember when you took that dagger into his heart, and I thought he was dead. But what? I wish you were there. You would have seen it with your own eyes. What came out from the earth when he died was not a creature. It wasn't even a form. It was this disgusting shadow, this hate mark. And do you know what was clinging to it? Do you know what was clinging to the back of it?
I'm eagerly awaiting your answer.
Me. My shadow. Alone.
What?
Desperate. Clinging for life. Of course we slew it without your help, but your help was... You were doing more important things. And I got in touch with that side once again. And if you could feel the feelings I felt, the deluge of loneliness, the desperation, just the eternally screaming out for someone, anyone to take notice, and no one could hear him. No one could hear me. Until I was whole once again. And now I'm here. Ready to help once again, because, you know, at the end of the day, no one cares about Redmond in the end. And that's fine. I just want to help, and I'm here to help.
This doesn't make any sense. Also, some people care about you.
Do they?
I mean...
I tried to mediate between both you and Diana, and then...
yeah, you kind of sucked at that. If that was trying to mediate between us.
Thank you for the caring.
I think those children all those times back they cared for you. Not in a positive way, but you know.
I like to think, Rory, that... No, I believe still that we would be good together, good teammates. We would be able to at least do something to right this world, you know, do something to help people. And I still believe that. I still ardently believe that. Do you believe that?
I believe that you gave me a lot of shit for everything I did the last, 3 weeks.
And
I don't really see any reasonable excuse for you to say that and then come back, 5 hours later.
Because I was wrong in the end. I was wrong. You were trying your best, and I didn't see that. I was blinded. I know now that you want what's best for this place, in your own way. And I want what's best for this place. I just wish we could work together. We can still work together, right?
I'm still 90% sure that you're not Redmond. Because it doesn't make sense whatsoever.
Even if I wasn't Redmond, would it matter? Because in the end of the
Yeah,
day,
it would, because the chances would be good that this is some fate trick or dear Lord Strahd that wants to do something.
and yet I'm here, as always, trying to help. And the people I'm trying to help, I need it. I don't want this to repeat itself over. Just please let me help, and please let me see you safe. At the end of this, sure, you can discard me. That is fine. But please, just for my own sake. Let's...
You need to get more self-esteem.
When you live a selfless life like I have, you don't need self-esteem. You just need your own appreciation. And I have no guilt. I have no remorse, because I am led a good life. And I will continue to do so. So please, let me help, even if just one last time.
Selfless life. No guilt. You sure? Because both of those are very clearly not true. And you should know it. After all, are you not the Redeemer, trying to right the wrongs that you have done in the past? Ever increasing guilt consuming you every day of your life?
Guilt?
So tell me, where does this sudden boost of self-esteem and this absence of guilt come from?
Because, in matter of fact, I don't need to do good things out of guilt. I do good things because they're right. And that's all the only reason I need. I don't care anymore about what I have done, because Redmond in a way is dead. There's only me, just to help. And I'm just here to help. Would you allow me to help?
I still don't know if you're Redmond or not, but I will accept it for now. If you try anything, especially to Ireena, I will murder you in the most horrible way you can imagine.
I would not do anything.
And you know I mean it.
When is the last time you've done anything negative to you? Something to harm you purposely?
About 4 hours ago on the mountain. Indirectly, like 7 hours ago when we go to the abbot, the first time. There was that thing with the axe. There was the thing in the cellar of that accursed death house, where you kinda was your fault. Well, not really, but you didn't help either. I could go on, but this list is already long enough, I think.
And all those times, I just want to do what's best. Ireena, you understand, right? I just want to do what's best.
She will look back at you over her shoulder. She's very clearly confused, but she's liking the things that you're saying, and there's a sense of relief in her caw, but definitely still confused and not fully buying it.
If there's one thing I do regret recently, is that I let you all walk away.
It all seems so convenient, you know?
Sometimes life is a fairy tale, Rory.
Like everything we want to hear and everything we want to have suddenly coming in front of us. Next you're gonna tell me you found a way out for Rovia and to Strahd not follow us?
I do have a way out of Rovia, but only I can go, unfortunately. But I won't, because there's stuff to do. We have things to do. Isn't that right, Volk?
I don't trust you either.
Okay.
Hey, that's at least 2.5 or 3.
It's fine. I'm used to it.
Also, Strahd, if this is some trick of you, I know you're listening. You like to perp in on us anyway all the time, so if this is a trick, it's a very bad one.
You get no
I
response.
think it is not quite your style, you know? It doesn't have the right feeling, not the right taste.
Claire?
Flair, the right flair. Give more
Does
style
my
than these.
does my presence make you uncomfortable?
Yes, very much so.
Then I won't.
Mainly because I'm still not sure if you're Redmond, because it doesn't make sense for me.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. And even though I desperately want to help, and you won't let me, I'll leave.
It is nice that you had your wounds healed so magically in the last couple hours. Mine
So
haven't.
what was that? I did not understand the word you said.
It is nice that your wounds have healed so much in the last hours, but mine haven't. I won't just suddenly forgive you for all the things you did and said to me.
Then,
Especially if I'm still very concerned if you're actually you.
I realize I'm taking up so much time, and I'm so sorry, Spencer.
It's okay. No, I was just gonna say, it has been like 8 hours. You were lost for a very long time in the woods. This is roughly the same time as the stuff at the lake with the dragon.
Yeah, no. But that is not a long time considering what has been said.
No, 8 hours is a lot for emotional pains to heal over. But Red is a remarkable person.
Well, he is a
He's
remarkable
a
person.
delusional
Rory is-
person.
Well, is there any way I can help the victims? Anything I can do?
Can you keep the house away from us?
Then I will do so. And the only time it will chase you is over my broken body. So I'll stay close.
But there you go with the self-sacrifice again. Does that one count? Do we do it for your sake, or then it doesn't count, I was told?
No, I'm not. I was wrong.
Also, your sacrifice counts.
You're really enjoying this, aren't you, Rory?
Yes, I am.
I thought you were. I can just tell you, sacrifice in itself is
Sacrificing yourself is a bad thing.
it is a bad thing.
You
but,
leave people behind.
but doing things like you've done is noble, is just, and you have been doing well. I was wrong to see that. I will tell you this. Let me stick around just a bit longer, and I'll do my best to help. And then I'll leave happy.
You know what, sure.
You
Maybe
know,
it will make you feel better.
Rory, I wish at the end of the day that we could be friends, be teammates.
I
Okay.
considered us friends, but you apparently didn't.
I was wrong. I just hope now we can change that. Do you want to change that?
I'd love to change that if you give me the time I need.
Then I'll extend an arm and say to being friends.
You know
On the
that's
back of an eagle.
idea.
On the back of an
Lying
eagle.
on an eagle next to me and shaking hands because you will fall.
Well,
Trust me. I know.
I trust you all to catch me.
Oh.
You underestimate how we can physically.
Of course. Strong of heart, strong of mind.
With that, you can see that the clearing is rapidly approaching, and you can see that the two buildings here, one is a large, what you would guess would be a distillery. There are massive tanks along one side of the building. The other building is a simple farmhouse, and beyond it there are just rows and rows and rows of vineyards. But even from this distance, you're about 15 minutes away at flight at this point, you can see that the vineyard is completely overgrown with vines, tangled roots, and there are humanoid vines moving about, dozens of them. And in fact, the buildings are overrun with these creatures. They seem to be prowling along the outside, spider-like, looking for ways in.
I think it's time we rest, right?
With those things nearby,
There may not be time for a rest. Maybe
Then-
time for a fight.
There must be a safe place to land. I don't think your magic can last any longer, right?
Yes, it is time to let.
Then let's land, and you can all rest, and I'll watch over. I don't care for exhaustion, as long as it means that you're all safe.
I really don't need the rest, but I was just a bit out of breath.
You were panting like crazy.
I was running
Yes,
away from a
well-
walking house.
I'll give you
We've been
that.
flying. It's more relaxing.
Flying is very relaxing, especially with these new wings.
Then let's touch down, shall we?
They carry a lot
Indeed.
better than the other ones. Bit bigger and a lot more voluptuous. Quite pretty.
I like them.
Ireena will call an appreciation. So with that,
Ireena has good taste.
yes. With that, you can descend, and if you would like to set up camp right at the edge of the clearing, in sight of the farmhouse, but far enough away that you will probably be safe. Let's get a survival check from one of you to set up in a place where you will likely not be found, and so you can collect yourselves.
I'm terrible at survival game. Does
Well,
anyone-
I'm rolling like shit right now, so it probably shouldn't be me.
Volk, you're so good at these sort of endeavors, right? Would you be able to help with the camp? I can help too.
I can try. Survival, yes, I can try. I'll do my best.
That's all we can ask. Well done. Proud of you.
So I drop my wild shape so that I can look around for safety, I guess.
Mhm.
And a flat roll. Yay! I didn't roll.
Hey!
Hey.
With an 18, yeah. So you find a nice section of woods that is almost completely invisible from the road in the clearing. It's one of those areas where there's a slight rise on all sides and then sort of dips down. You would very easily be able to conceal the party, you think, in here. So you can get a breather, think about what you're going to do, talk things out further, Yeah, I will say, as you are looking about, you can also feel that the emerald is pulsing, almost like a heartbeat. It's warm. You can feel its warmth flowing over you, almost as if you have a second pulse now. Each
Nice.
beat of it fills you with life.
It's interesting.
You okay?
I don't say anything.
You wait. You said this is interesting, not in character.
No,
Not-
sorry, that
oh.
was Riley.
Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That was
Um,
Riley being like, "Oh, that's interesting."
This is a wonderful shelter. Well done, Bob.
I'll do my best.
And your best is more than enough. Shall we set up camp, everyone, and get comfortable? At least rest our wounds. I hope some emotional ones will heal as well. How are you doing, Ireena?
She is plucking feathers out from under her cloak and bits of armor. She says, honestly, I'm feeling very heavy. I didn't realize how freeing it is to fly. I felt weightless. It was incredible. But I don't know.
Looking forward to being able to do it myself.
I don't know
That'd be sweet.
about your whole deal, Redmond. This is awful convenient.
Am I not convenient? I like to think that good things are done with convenience. But,
That has not been my experience. My experience
It
is things
doesn't
generally go from bad to worse.
It doesn't quite hit the land that we are in at the moment.
From the frying pan and into the fire, as they say.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Indeed.
I suppose in the end, I hope to be a breath of fresh air. You know, providing those who live here a warmth, an insulation against the despair. I hope I've done that for you so far.
Actually, can I try something, Redmond?
Okay, this will be the last thing, and then we'll cut back to the other party.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I would like to touch my silvered rapier against his skin. Not in a I'm gonna poke you matter, but just in a...
All right. How do you
I
react,
heard that
Matt?
shape
How
changes
does
and
Redmond
something.
react?
Is
Don't
it like
like to
is
do
it like against the skin or is it like against the armor? Because I have armor that I can't take off.
Against skin.
I am armor.
Yeah,
I
the-
have become armor.
The only unarmored section of him from the neck up, he's not wearing his helmet. So his
Yeah.
skin there.
Like
Wait, he's not
length
wearing his
side of
helmet.
rapier
No, I'm not,
against
I'm-
his cheek, for example.
Yeah, remember I took off my helmet.
Yeah.
Sorry, rapier against cheek. That's totally fine. Yeah, you can do that.
Yes, rapier against cheek. Because I heard that shape changers don't like silver.
That's fine.
Yeah. It's cold?
It's very cold. That's it. It's just cold.
Huh.
That's the
This
only
is
thing.
way too convenient.
It's convenient that. Okay, Rory, I'm going to say this out, and then you can tell me if this is batshit insane or not. One, you just try to do a test to see if I'm something. You have proven that I am not something. And then you said, oh, that's convenient. Tell you what, next time we should find a witch and then drown them, and if they survive, then they are a witch. But if they're dead, they're not a witch. Great idea.
Are you making fun of me?
Oh, yes, I would dare, of course, make fun of you.
May I slap you?
Fine. No. No, you deserve this.
Uh,
You get more fillers than bullshit types.
Ireena will scratch her head and she'll say, "You know, it might be better instead of burning the witch, perhaps if you throw her in a river, because wood floats, and we don't want to just kill the witch. So if the witch floats, we know she's like wood, so then she would burn, so we know she's a witch."
That makes more
But
sense
humans
than the other one.
float.
Am I the only sane one here?
So we throw Redmond in the lake. And if he floats, it's good. Wait, no, if he
He's
floats, it's a witch.
Armon!
Ducklings also float.
Sink.
So perhaps if he eats bread, then we know that he has the buoyancy of wood, which means he would burn, which means he's a witch.
What are you all saying right now?
You guys are insane. I've been saying that. I think you're crazy.
I think we're in agreement. We need to fight a lake or a river or something with that Redmond in it.
Or bread.
And give you bread before that.
I'm just going to go to sleep.
If you try and throw me into a lake, I will fight you all. I'm sorry, but because one, I don't want to drown. That would be an awful way to go.
That is something someone that is not Redmond would say.
Oh, that is something someone who doesn't want to die.
Redmond always wanted to die. He was very keen on it. Very good at it. Not as good as I am. I'm very good at dying.
I think with this conversation, we'll let this fizzle off into the night. It is pretty late at this point. So if you would like to have a long rest, you can. We can decide what you did when we come back to this. I have to send a message real quick, but we're going to jump back to the tower. So it is the aftermath. Red is nowhere to be found. You had just noticed that at the end of last session. Also, Celina had finished adjusting the sigil on the tower. Now, Celina, would you like to make just your magic immune, or would you like to make the party's magic immune? Would you like to talk to anybody? Up to you. Sky's the limit.
If anyone wants me to make it so they can use their magic inside this lovely little tower, I can do so. I'm pretty sure they are out of dragons.
Are you sure about that? Dragon's Wars.
95% sure.
Can you check?
If you have a big dragon that guards your sigil, then usually you only need one.
To be fair, I would rather for you to check twice or thrice even, or such inconveniences in the future.
Yes,
I think it would have been more inconvenient if I couldn't do
No,
anything.
you
while
were
being
not the
powered.
one who got blasted by the lightning rounds.
I mean, I wanted to banish him, I didn't know it wouldn't work in this place. So now, alright, I should write that down.
Oh, I'm not like trying to judge you by that. It's just that we were on the more harmful part of the dragon at that time.
Well, I would have expected it to go from me since I was the one meddling with
Why are
the
you being
thingy.
so defensive about this? I'm telling you, just triple check.
No, I'm not defensive about it.
Sure.
I'm going to be honest, I'm a bit surprised I didn't manage to do it the first time. Normally I have no problem with that kind of thing. Just be this new buddy. Bit annoying. Tedious.
Diana has isolated herself up on the top floor. She is very salty about Celina summoning the dragon. So she's she's having some good complaining time with Illustre.
Yeah, but we already had this out of session, so everything's fine. I think
Yes.
maybe. She didn't answer me afterwards when I wrote her back. So
Oh, it's
maybe
okay.
not.
It's in character for Diana to take some time. So yes.
Anyway, no one wants the magic to work here? Okay, sure. Only my magic it is.
Sure enough. Let's ask you then, please make it so that we can cast our spells here. It would be quite convenient again.
Okay,
Rory is not
so
also summon another dragon.
want me to show you how to do it or want me to find out your true name? Because that's a bit, you know, personal.
No. Just do it. Can you?
yes, I would
Good
agree.
question. Usually yes, but with magic that I can't cast at the moment.
What were you gonna say, Habiki?
No, just do it.
Well, the thing is, arcane magics like this. I will speak for Celina here. Arcane magics like this. Arcane casters of a very high level, they work for a very long time to learn what their true names are, so that they can insert them into equations like this to exempt themselves from things. You obviously won't know your true names because you're not archmages in training, but you can still get pretty close enough to usually work for these sorts of situations. But you have to share something about yourself, because an essential element of your soul has to be transcribed into Draconic, so that you, and it has to be specific to you, will be immune from the effects of this mythal.
Good thing I remember to get Draconic for exactly this reason. Like magic reason, not
Yeah.
specifically.
Draconic is the language of magic.
Yeah.
It is the language with which the universe was formed.
Yeah, that's why I got that together with
So-
Golden because.
So the question is, what would you like to share with Celina that is essential to your soul that will allow you to be exempt from this anti-magic field?
Not an inconvenient way to.
Anything deeply personal that you wouldn't want anyone to know would work. You know?
Oh, thanks. Now that I'm introspecting, I will think that I will get back to you in a few moments. It's not usual that people ask for such sorts of questions after the get-go.
It's up to you.
Give me time to think, please.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Yes, I'll need to think about it too.
Oh, if you want to take the first steps into learning your name, it's basically that, but what about...
Yeah, I'm
It
fine
depends.
with,
Most people are at 100 years. I was a prodigy, so I managed to do it in 89.
Good for you. And like,
It was mainly because I won Master that.
sorry, but I'm very much more than the magic that I can do is more than enough. Thanks.
Oh, okay.
Erasmus will appear to you at this point, Ezmerelda. He will make the motion to put his hand on your shoulder, but of course you don't feel anything. And
just like kind of do this.
yeah, he'll put his hand over his chest, and he'll smile and nod encouragingly, just comfortingly. You get the sense that he knows that it's hard, but he knows you know yourself, and he's proud of how far you've come.
It's good having you here, even like this. Thanks.
Okay.
And with this, I will go into the story that you shared with this guy.
Okay.
There's some details I want to share.
That's okay. It was rough ideas anyway. You can make up something on the spot if you would like to share this story.
Yes.
Also, we'll say for the sake of roleplay, everybody can be downstairs for this, just so we have no gaps.
Are we gonna get a lore dump from Ezmerelda and Ireena?
If you would like to cast magic in the tower, you will need to.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool actually. So.
I will check upon if there is a suitable chair for me to sit in, and I'll lean in it, just making myself a little bit comfortable. Interesting thing, right? Something deeply personal. I was present when my family was slaughtered, and I do not believe that the person who did it was in the wrong. I think it is very personal, don't you think?
Might work.
It was quite an establishing moment, I would say.
Meh. Actually, how old are you?
Well, as a person who knows the least about around this place, this is not the question that should be asked.
Oh no, I'm asking because depending on how old you are, it might be different if it's good enough or not.
The thing is about myths, you do not see the trail of time. It just goes on and on and on.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. Oh, do you also go through the struggle of trying to keep up with the times with words? Because it's really hard to not seem like you're really fucking old.
It's not
'Cause
that.
otherwise I
it's
would go
mostly-
here and tell you to hearken to my words so you can feel the feelings in the air to, you know.
No.
It's
no,
awful.
mostly getting from one place to another in quick motions, and that is quite awful. Everyone has their own lexicon, dialects, and stuff. And my own is just a jungle mess at this moment.
Don't have to tell me twice, I was in the part of the Feywild where everyone's speaking a weird combination of common and Sylvan. And it sounds awful.
Cheers for that.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a swig of my coffee.
Uh, Emil will look between the two of you and say, well, still pretty vague, but maybe it'll work. You have anything, Ileena?
I do have some. And well,
You
I
don't have
have,
to say it openly if you don't want other people to know.
it's no big deal.
Oh.
Like, well, it is, but
Yeah, it better be,
one
otherwise it won't work.
one day or the other, it would have came out anyways. So yes, when I was a student during my some years ago, I led a group of noble students to massacre the peasantry inside the place, the academy, for food supplies.
No, that's awful. Okay.
I would
Oh,
say
is there
so.
more? Oh boy. Didn't mean to interrupt. There's more.
Oh, nothing, nothing too big about it. Just it seemed like an easy way out of the situation we are all stuck in. A lot of people, not a lot of food. Well,
Fuck.
count the people. Have more food for each one.
Oh, fuck.
It better be the peasants than the nobles, right? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
At the time, nobility must be preserved, as I thought peasants are just expendable.
I mean, it's been like that for the last like 800 years. Most likely longer, so.
Yes. So this
So
is
we
my
got-
story.
We got the deep regret, and we have nobles must be preserved.
And we have war crimes.
That should work.
Yeah, actually.
Just gonna get my little notebook, fiddle around with some draconic glyphs, and sure. And I would like to try to add them to the equation.
Yeah, go for it. You can make the Arcana check with advantage because they both shared
advantage.
personal stories.
Oh,
23.
23, yeah. You managed to get their names down. You think it probably works, but they would have to try to cast something, obviously, to check.
Why?
What do you cast, Ezmerelda?
a firebolt that's nearby just a wall, basically.
Yeah, it goes off.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm gonna try to cast something as well. Let me see what do I have.
Radiant self-destruction.
Branding.
And then I go.
No, I'll just try to shield of faith myself.
Yeah.
So I don't have cantrips.
We know that wizards cast spells through complicated hand gestures and words. What is Shield of Faith like for Ileena?
It's well, it's just she also has like the whole wizard thing because she was kind of
Fair enough.
academy and wizard.
So is it
but-
arcane the way that she casts it?
Yes, it is arcane.
All right. So you say the right words and make the right hand gestures, and then you begin glowing slightly, as if you are surrounded by a shimmering field, shimmering barrier.
Yes.
Rather than going about spellcasting the divine rain, that's not something new. That would have been enough for the thing. You didn't have to tell me that you murdered some peasant.
Well, that's
I mean,
I guess.
it's fine. Who cares?
Probably elaborate when you are explaining the laws of magic.
I usually just use my true name.
You know, it's only fair if you share something about yourself, since you asked them.
Does it work like that?
I don't know. I'm new to this. I just turn into a wolf and cut things.
Oh.
I've killed children. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. When I was in the Feywild, I got stuck for about 45 years because I got tricked by a Fey. And then to get out of the deal, I had to sell some of my wisdom. And I got this nice tail. So now I feel very inadequate.
You just hear me just under my breath. Oh, never mind. I'm better.
She was really nice, and I thought this one was different than the other. She was really nice in the end, but she was also very much like the others. She wanted a friend to play with, so she took me. It was nice. I had fun. Think? I'm quite to remember.
Oh no, that's so problematic.
Anyway.
What about you, Boulder?
Boulder didn't get added to the thing.
Sorry, forgot I was muted.
Oh no.
Oh no!
I mean, I didn't say anything.
Any deep truths you'd like to share with the group here? Just so that.
Boulder probably has more children than he's aware of.
Oh.
Good for you.
Boulder.
Boulder fucks.
Boulder fucks.
Boulder kind of shrugs. He's not he doesn't really know what's going on. He's like, a secret. A secret. What's a secret about me? I mean, I'm basically honest about everything, but okay.
There's not a single Centaur that doesn't have been having some private time with Boulder.
Hey, you know, he got around when he was younger.
Leave me alone. I'm pondering me, Boulder.
You know, Boulder was a very attractive young Centaur once upon a time.
Yeah, but
Very strong.
Centaur.
Do you intend to share that deeply personal thing? That I'd rather not, really. Nothing, really nothing. Just imagine.
Boulder is confused.
Just changing.
I don't think it is that much of a deep personal thing for Boulder. Also depends on the person.
Boulder doesn't really have deep personal secrets. Boulder is an open book.
Yeah. That's why I like it.
Whenever
It's
you
pretty
do voice, it's so fucking good.
It's so good. All right.
If you know about my tail, I might as well get it out. That sounds wrong. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah. So Celina whips out her tail.
Yeah, I'll move it out. Ah, so much nicer. Gets really weird. Like, as if you're sitting on your legs for a very long time, but as a tail. Which is very weird if you didn't have a tail until like a year ago.
I'll look at the
Having a tail is quite enjoyable.
Look like some creature that I know.
It is literally just a foxtail.
Yeah. It's a foxtail. Yeah.
In the pinkish color that red is.
If you can imagine a really cringy 14-year-old going into high school and wanting to be bullied, that is about the look of Celina.
Yeah.
That's
Or if like a girl's anatomy convention with the tail part. I'm not.
You did not need to say that part. You know this. You know this.
It is slightly embarrassing, but it's also very fluffy.
Yeah. So with those personal stories interspersed with many jokes, what would you like to do? It is nighttime.
Nighttime.
Been a long day.
I think the day has been exactly as long as the last one. Think. I get out my little clock again and listen to it. Yeah, it has been.
Some days feel longer because of many things that happen within. I think this is what they are referring to.
Ireena, so what are our plans for tomorrow?
Well, we do still need to do that thing with the werewolves and their chief.
No? Do you know when Carol will be in town, so to speak?
No idea. I was under the impression they go out on hunting trips, but I have no idea how long they would be.
I'd say the best idea could maybe set up a camp somewhere near there and continue to stay on lookout to when they return.
I would advise against that. Meeting up a werewolf back in the open is usually not a great idea. Believe me, and I point to my to my leg, right?
Diana will pitch in and say that she remembers, because I just realized that the only people who were in the den who talked with Zuleika were Diana and Redmond, both of whom currently aren't present. So Diana will chime in and say that Kirill is apparently out on a hunting trip with most of the able-bodied pack, and they do this fairly regularly, but Zuleika seemed to believe that their return was imminent.
Like imminent today, or
as in you couldn't linger too long in the caves, just in case they came back and caught scent of you.
I know. Are there any other entrances to the caves?
Not as far as I'm aware. There are. There is an underground area, and there are some air shafts, but they're only an inch wide or so, just to let airflow in. Nothing any of us could travel.
Well, still, it will. Last time we encountered a den like this with my teacher, we kind of set it on fire and blocked the only exit.
I would prefer if you didn't kill my family.
Well, I'm the family can leave, and the only one who will are. So, just to be clear, I do not fancy the idea of facing off werewolves.
I completely understand that.
Yes. So, I'm just perusing the options.
I honestly don't think I would be able to even hurt Kirill. We're immune to damage, I'm sure you know.
Don't think about that part. We can handle our own against werewolves. We already did. So.
How many did you face?
It was like how many? It was 4, right?
6, I believe.
6.
And you killed 4 of them.
Yeah.
The other 2 ran away.
Yes. Quite a nasty scrabble that was, but we managed to. Oh, by the way, do you think you know the amounts that he usually goes with? Or
The hunting party. Hunting parties are usually between 8 and 10 able-bodied werewolves, and then we'll bring the wolves as well. There could be less, could be more. It depends on how many he's purged from the pack. But generally, generally it's 10 of each, wolves and werewolves.
Celina, do you have anything that can cover a lot of ground as we can.
I mean, yeah. I'm a war mage, so of course. It's kind of what I've been trained to do. Kane was kind of very stern on the whole, oh, you need to be able to duel any mage because he might not be able to. And now he's here, apparently, and he lost against the mage, so that's kind of funny. Especially after I told him not to go. So, yeah.
Yeah, I kind of understand that part of mentors being stupid and all, in some cases. Alright. We need to prepare for an ambush for them. To stack as many advantages as we can.
Yes, I may try and create some alchemical supplies for that. I heard of, well, I can work overnight.
All right. You do remember that Von Richten's notes are still here. He burned all the important ones. But yeah, like he burned all the personal ones, I should say. But his scientific work is still here. So you do have some resources if you would like to craft something. Everybody who's in the tower, I would like you all to make just a straight intelligence check.
No. Sure.
Okay. I need to.
Given, I will exempt Celina from this. Given Celina's general obliviousness, Celina seems like the person who's very, very book smart, not particularly situationally smart.
Oh yeah, situation smart, not at all.
Yeah.
Boulder got a 7!
Yeah.
Hey.
Some path, I would say.
Okay, so as in Ireena, as you're having this conversation, it occurs to both of you that the dragon, when it appeared, created an incredibly loud clap of thunder, the type of which could be heard over miles.
Oh, shite.
I don't see a problem with that.
I mean, it's like, this tower, it's A, pretty tall, so you can see it, and B, when you hear something loud, and, well, this is a big landmark.
You should know that it's scary and stay away. That's what usually happens with my tower. Oh, where's your friend, by the way? Wasn't there another one of you? Just no notice. He's gone. The guy in the armor, the one that, what was it, blew us from children in the families? That one would have worked great for the thing. Especially with the guild, if he's feeling very guilty about the things, it's working even better.
Wow. That fucked.
Yes.
What was just that for Redmond?
What was that?
Can you work with that for Redmond? Yes.
Of whom?
Yeah?
Celina.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just the fact that he killed.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha.
Not killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That easily.
So Arcana check with advantage to add Redmond.
Like just do it on the side.
Yeah.
Go with that for one. That would be fine.
But yes, since you spent some time thinking about it, the thunderclap has occurred to you at this point. So you can do any prep you would like to. I would remind you that there are 23 mongrel folk non-combatants. Otto might be able to fight, but he's armed with a shovel, and werewolves are immune to non-magical and non-silver damage, so they're not going to be much help.
Celina, is the door primed? There was a trap about it, right? It's still up. Celina?
Trap? What?
We
Yeah, the dance for the door.
Yeah, the dance for the door.
I mean, there was an opening condition. Want me to dispel it?
No. Actually, I would like for you to stay, and maybe we can do busters in.
And I see whatever is on that tower's door, if it actually is there still.
Yes, it's a circle. It's pretty obvious to you. It's pretty standard spell stuff. You have to do some ridiculous YMCA nonsense to open the door. If you mess up, it would trigger the dragon trap. You don't know if there's another one. You don't know if it recharges. But
It might recharge. I will not most likely not be ready. I should get one of those for my private chambers. Because then every time Kane wants to snoop in and read my diary again, he has to do a stupid dance, and then I will just put a scrying in front of it, and then I will laugh at him with a message stuff. That will teach him.
Master read your diary.
Yeah. I told him to stop.
That's
Sometimes I write funny things in there that are super embarrassing. No.
My opinion about this Archmage is getting lower and lower.
That's extremely inappropriate, yes.
It's usually just checking if I do stuff I'm not supposed to, which I obviously usually don't. Sometimes.
Okay, that puts it into perspective. Sure.
I mean,
anyway, are there like any materials in the tower? Or I want to
Yes.
see if there are silver.
so you want to take stock of the situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is going on.
Let's get an investigation check. If somebody would like to help you, you can have advantage.
I'll help.
Yeah. Let's
Yep.
do it.
I will help you.
Well, you only get one advantage.
I have a +8.
Yes. Will you be in character? Will you be investigating? That's the question.
In character, okay. If I do it in character, I will just glance over everything useful that is not magical nature.
So, I mean, I'm gonna try to do it. Why I'm rolling like a freaking god whenever I
Hot damn.
this. Whenever I'm DMing, I roll like shit. Whenever I'm playing on my character, I roll like shit. I am so salty about this.
So with a 20,
Yes.
a dirty 20, of course, you have all of the items inside of your wagon. Obviously, those are at your disposal.
Oh, yeah.
Inside the tower, on the second and third floor. The first floor are mostly empty crates, but there's plenty of barricading materials on the first floor, but it's mostly just old crates. There's bits of food in here that's long since turned to basically stone. The second and third floor, there is construction materials, just mundane hammers, nails, pry bars, these sorts of things. But it's enough to do some makeshift construction. The third floor is where the interesting stuff is. Sorry, the fourth floor is where the interesting stuff is. There's, of course, the animated suit of armor, which you don't have the activating... was it just a word? I don't remember what I said it
It
at.
was basically the what's
Kazan commands you will obey.
Kazan command you. Right?
Yeah,
I do believe it was Volk who got that, right?
yes. But
I think it was.
you would
Yeah.
probably know the command word off of your head, the top of your head.
They mentioned it sometimes at least.
Yeah.
It's right in Riley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I made it just the command word. I didn't attach a circlet to it, which you're usually supposed to do. I
Ireena-
forgot.
Ireena and Diana should know the command word
Yeah,
because they were traveling with Volk.
So the armor is still here, and you know the command word, so you can make use of that. There is Von Richten's chest here, inside of which is the head of Jan, the Vistani, preserved in wax. There is a spell scroll inside of there. Do.
Spell scroll is spicy.
Oh, actually, there's a lot of other cool stuff in here.
Yeah,
There's not a lot listed. So in addition to that head and a spell scroll, which it's not too hard. If you unscroll this scroll, you can see that it's a spell of Speak with Dead. In addition to that, there is Von Richten's collected works on lore of various monsters, including the common ones, such as werewolves. There's also basic alchemical supplies. So if you wanted to jury-rig something based on your creativity, the supplies are here to do that. If you would like to make something, basic poison or a concoction, antidote, things of this nature, there are the supplies here to attempt that if you would like to. But as for other monster hunting equipment, Von Richten would have taken the fighting stuff with him. So there's alchemical supplies, scientific notes on monsters, the head, scrolls Speak with Dead, and then everything that was in your wagon.
Yeah. So I do have in my wagon 2 spell scrolls, Major Image and Remove Curse.
Yes.
Question. Will Remove Curse work on one of the werewolves?
You would have to research that. But given that you are particularly proficient in hunting werewolves, let's get Nature, Arcana. Arcana would be good for curses. Let's get Arcana with advantage because you are so familiar with werewolves. And I will answer your question.
It's like not less than 20.
No idea.
With advantage.
Oh, with advantage, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I am off my game today.
no.
Yeah.
One question.
The curse can only be removed by conventional means, as long as they haven't killed somebody.
Okay.
And based on the stories that you've been told, the werewolves that are turned in this pack are very specifically made to kill people the night that they're turned. So the curse becomes irremovable by anything other than divine intervention.
Alright, so I guess I'll then take a light crossbow with bolts. Where's my bolts? And Major Image. That would be interesting. Try to use it.
Yes. And any other ideas about prepping this place for a siege might be a good idea at this point.
I wanna most of all, well, I will use, or at least also with the help of the mongrel folk, so that it more hands on it. Like I will try to create some barricades on the door, kind of on the entrance.
Okay. I would remind you that one side of the tower is basically open to the air.
Alright.
There is like a big ass hole.
Yeah, I'll try to like basically do like the shambliest type of barricade where there is a lot of space, because I want to also barricade the windows partially.
Okay.
On the second floor.
That's
And
probably a
then
good idea.
spend, while the mongrel folk do this, I will spend the entire day and night, or well, all the time I can, trying to do either, trying to create like bottles of acid, or alchemist fire, and distribute it to the mongrel folk on the second floor.
Okay, so you want to make a brigaders group. Grenaders,
Yes.
that's the word.
Yes, exactly.
Grenading corps. Okay.
Indeed. Yeah, I want to see if I can scavenge some sort of a quick acting poison.
Okay.
Because like poison should affect werewolves, right? It's not like it's just weaponry that they're immune to. So maybe just to deter some of them. And yeah, well that's
Also, Spencer. This is a really kind of strange and like weird question.
Yes.
That I want to
Go for
try.
it.
So I'm ready to roll for it if it needs to.
I'm game. You're also gonna have to roll to see how successfully you did those other things, and
Okay.
at some point, it is entirely likely that you will be interrupted. But it just depends on how much you finish when that interruption happens.
Okay, so the thing I want to ask, and this will be my first kind of thing to do, even before the acid and the alchemist fire. Does Ilena know, or can Ilena try and with what is at hand recreate some kind of explosive, like not alchemist fire that sets on fire, but something that explodes on the outside. And
Like
with
like
everyone-
a black powder sort of thing.
yes.
You'd be
Or
hard
a-
pressed to get enough of it, because that takes a lot of minerals to
Yeah,
do.
like the thing, I want to have the minimum amount to pester it with like silver pieces and stuff like that.
Oh, so you want to make
wanna-
like
I want to make a shrapnel mine
shrapnel mine with silver.
with silver.
Okay. That'll be very, very difficult. It's great that Critical Role came out, because I'm being reminded of all of Matt Mercer's tinkering stuff with Percy. If you want to try to create the shrapnel bomb first, we'll start with that, and we'll make a tinkering check. Now, Ireena, does she have proficiency with alchemist supplies?
Yes, she does.
There you go. So you can use your proficiency and intelligence to make this tinkering check to see if you can manage to make something of this nature.
I got silver bolts, just say it. Stick it into the grenade.
So, intelligence, right?
Yes.
So, alchemist supplies with intelligence.
Hot damn! 21 with 2 zeros still. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, I know there are rules for grenades. With a 21, I'll say you created 2.
Nice. Silver?
Noisy.
Yeah, I can,
Yes.
like,
Silver coins.
Yes, it will cost you 10 coins each, so 20 silver coins off of your total.
Alright.
Oh shit, I only have 5 silver. Oh no. I will substitute them for 5 silver bolts. How about that? And
That can work. Yeah, they're 10 gold each, is it? Or is it 10 silver each
I
for a
don't know.
silver piece of ammunition?
I think they're like.
It's 100 gold for 10 pieces of ammunition.
Oh.
So each silvered piece of ammunition is worth 10 gold.
That's interesting.
I
All right.
remember this because my players silvered their ammunition just last session.
Yeah, so that would be, yeah, a couple pieces of ammunition would cover it as well, if you want to use the ammunition instead of coins. There we go. Frag grenade. You can throw it up to 60 feet, and any creature within 20 feet of the explosion makes a DC 15 Dex save, taking 5d6 piercing on a failed save. So you have 2 of those.
Oh boy. I'm gonna give one to Ezmerelda.
My connection to the server's been interrupted. What is that nonsense?
No.
It's roll 20. Don't
Roll 20.
That's all.
Okay, so we did some grenade preparation. We'll say that took probably the better part of an hour and a half, because you're having to manufacture something a little complicated. So what are other people doing while Ireena is working on these grenades?
Short rest with arcane recovery.
That works?
I will do the thing where I help barricade.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
In that case, you can make the survival check to see how well you barricade. And are you starting on the second floor? Okay.
Swear to God. Yes. That is where I stand.
Okay. You think you did a good job? We'll see how that works out. So while everybody else is taking a short rest, Ezmerelda leads the mongrel folk to shore up the second floor. Ireena makes her grenades. What are we doing for the next block of short rest period?
Creating alchemy supplies and stuff for the mongrel folk.
Okay.
I'm still on that idea.
So
I'm just going to just chill, basically.
okay, so you're gonna take a short rest now.
Yeah, just.
Okay.
And for that, I will use my second wind.
Okay. So if you would like to make an alchemist supplies check, Ilena.
Okay. I will use my session advantage for this.
Okay.
Intelligence?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
yes, okay.
Intelligence with your proficiency.
15.
Okay. So what were you trying to create again? Alchemist fire. I know that.
Alchemist fire or acid.
Or
Whatever you
acid.
like.
Okay. Which would you prefer?
I'd say alchemist fire.
Okay. So with a 15, I'd say you would get 2.
Alright.
So 2 vials of alchemist fire, and now you are tapped out of supplies. You're gonna have to restock the goods to keep making stuff.
Okay, so I have a grand total of 3 now, because I had 1 already from crafting it somewhere behind.
The
So I'll
German
just
3.
distribute those 3 alchemist fire things
Okay.
between the mongrel folk
Okay.
and kind of instruct them on what to do, aka if you see, throw.
Okay. In the meantime, Boulder, during the second period, is going to try to bolster the barricade as well. Which floor are you focusing on? Riley. I should say Riley. Which floor is Boulder focusing on?
Where is there already up the barricade? The first barricade was on the second
Yeah,
floor,
the
right?
first barricade is on the second floor.
Then he'll work on the third floor, I guess.
Okay. Third floor. Right here.
Is this survival?
Yes, sorry. Survival check. As you guide them. Okay. You think you did a great job. In fact,
I mean,
this
I got
is...
the exact same roll.
Yeah.
as Ezmerelda.
I said the same thing to Ezmerelda.
I just have a -1.
Yep.
You think you did a pretty good job. Time will tell how well it holds up.
Alright.
Alright. So we have some barricades set up on the second and third floor. Is anybody else doing anything on this second rest period?
Longer nap.
A longer nap. A second rest.
Celina's very sticky. She's doing the cat
At the end of
thing.
this, at the end of this, I will take my spyglass and try to look out for maybe approaching signs.
There isn't much of a need. Because about 2 hours from when this whole situation started, you hear some loud wolf howling out on the ground.
Shit.
And as you whip out your spyglass and have a peek out the 4th floor window, you can see rapidly approaching is a crowd of werewolves. You count 7. In addition, there is a particularly large werewolf wreathed in shadows. One might even say it is a large-sized werewolf. Beyond that, there are almost a dozen wolves with the party as well. And they are rapidly approaching and surrounding the tower.
Oh look, they're coming. Nice. So I would assume Emil did rest up and healed up a little bit.
Yes, Emil would have taken a short rest, so you can roll hit dice for him as well. My apologies for forgetting about that.
I can control Emil if you want to.
Yeah, fine, fine.
So that you have less
Charge
stuff.
hit.
Yeah, okay, so...
Oh, sorry. Wait, what? Okay. This one?
There we go.
29 plus 36? 42 points of...
Do werewolves passively regenerate as well?
No, they don't.
Okay.
That would be terrifying.
Aw. So,
Onward into battle!
onward into battle. You have prepped the tower as best you can. You have taken short rests where you can. Still no sign of Redmond.
Sorry,
Yes.
Gavin.
The damn coward.
I'm helping the other guy.
Your quote-unquote Redmond.
Why? You left us.
So, as we go into our break, we will set the final scene. This very large werewolf approaches the tower and looks up, and you can see through the window, if you will.
Window to the wall.
I have it in the overhead, actually, I'm pretty sure.
Look pretty scary going.
That's a big ass werewolf.
Where is overhead? NPCs. Kirill Stoyanovich. There we go. So, Ezmerelda, you see this very large black werewolf hybrid standing there. He wields a perhaps 9-foot tall spear, seeming made of coagulated blood, and he is completely wreathed and surrounded in shadows. And he looks up at the tower with his glowing red eyes, and you recognize that wolf's face. This is the werewolf that took your leg. And he looks up at the window, and you see a wolfish grin pass over his face.
Mm.
So it is him. That's very nice for him to meet me. Alright. So, everyone's ready?
I would say so.
Are they there? Are they killing werewolves?
So, is he approaching the tower?
He has seen you in the window. He has smiled at you. And then he is going to do the Urukai thing, and he is going to stamp his spear into the ground and raise his hand, and then he is going to bark an order at the others and say, "Take the tower, boys." And then you are rushed by 7 werewolves, and how many wolves is that? 10 wolves. 7 werewolves, 10 wolves.
Oh, lovely.
So when we come back from break,
They will be exactly situated like that. I would.
yes, exactly, exactly. Also, I got a message I need to read real quick.
I'll read the message while we will do the hot stuff.
2
I
attacks
can
per
get
action.
something to show you. I bought something.
Yeah, anything exciting?
Cute? Or is it not? If it is not cute, I will.
I think that's the case, Riley. That seems to be the way it's worded.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Okay. So
Basically, each of the forms has a different like special aspect.
Oh, the
Fair enough.
Beast Barbarian? Wait.
Yeah. Yeah, so one of my abilities allows me to regain hit points. One of them lets me increase my AC on a reaction. And the third one allows me to attack an extra time.
so we are going to take a quick pee break at this point. When we come back, Matt, since you are not going to be involved in this fight, would you like to help me out with playing the bad guys?
Oh, fuck yeah! Let's go.
Would you like to pick a class of villains you want to play? Do you want to play the werewolves, do you want to play the wolves, or do you want to take a stab at Kirill?
I'll take a stab at Kirill if that's
Okay.
This question, really?
I get to kill Red.
I will share his character sheet with you, and you can have a look over it during the pee break.
Go down. On the tea break, can you just send me some personality traits and things like this?
Oh, you want to roleplay him as well? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I will.
Nice.
Roleplay. Whoa, roleplay.
Oh yeah, we'll play.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I'll see you all in a short bit.
I get.
Yeah, alone.
Woo!
No, there's
Everyone
also the
gone.
geek about. Hey, I get to throw grenades at Matt 2 times in 7 days.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Hell
We
yeah.
on We'll know when the second time is gonna be.
I'm excited.
I wonder. It will be a pleasure to meet each one again on Wednesday. You will meet Lady Doctor Linda Taylor.
Lady Doctor.
Lady
Hello,
Doctor.
Lady
She's
Doctor.
the doctor now. She was not the doctor before, but now she's the doctor. Also, the one I got.
What'd you get? What is that? Role-playing game boards. What?
So remember how I said I was gonna have in-person D&D now?
Yes. Oh my.
They are
Boy.
grid maps that you can paint on with like Lumi color pens.
They are beautiful. Can you wipe it off afterwards?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. So
I
have
need to
one-
get some of these for myself.
So it's like one that is like a yellowish grid thingy on one side, and then like Castle Cobblestone on the other.
I'll need
The
to
cat
get
is very indecisive. One that's just a classic white grid, and then like wooden floorboards on the other side.
Ooh.
That's so cool. I can't see them, but that sounds really cool.
I have space on one, and then like wavy water on the other. And then like demonic fire volcano on the one,
Oh.
with grasslands on the other. Actually, since I have not tried, I might as well do that now. Quick. Our cat is extremely indecisive, and my girlfriend is back after not being here for a month
Yeah.
because of thingies.
The university.
And now she is in the need to get used to have a person with her all the time again.
all of that time.
Together with being very tired.
Oh, baby.
So she's laying in bed trying to recover.
Oh, baby. Adorable.
Okay. While we're on pause, I'm gonna continue my prep for the one shot.
Oh, I'm really excited for that. I'm going to be back. I'm going to go see you in a bit.
Okay, see you in a bit. Okay.
See, we have a forest thing. Oh no, the
More
top-
handouts.
That's a bad sign. Bad start.
More folders.
I feel like I will mainly use the black one.
That's is my do okay. One.
I don't have my get it off sponges yet. Oh yeah. That also works with like just a tissue. Nice.
Also, I need to do a really fun thing with all of your character art things. I'll just run them through a sepia filter, so they seem
Nice.
like old 20s photos. Also, Spencer will be joining us this Wednesday. With
I have another D&D game.
ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's every other Tuesday evening.
Nice.
And The first one was a lot of fun. It was chaotic, put it that way. We accidentally we did a heist movie.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, so the maps are sorted out. A music tree.
We accidentally stole a spaceship.
Accidentally.
Well, the intention was to steal the contents of the spaceship, but instead we stole the spaceship.
Hey, still works.
Yeah. It was fun.
Okay.
Here. Here. I did
Hi.
not closed. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. It's definitely end muted.
Hello, Druid.
Yes, you know.
I am 100% not prepping what I'll kill you with.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Fine. Christina is perfectly fine. She is going to be the darling of the next session. So just saying.
Sure.
Just so you know, like after like the last session, she got beforehand for all that happened. She definitely was into this whole like occult thing, but mostly just as a fancy of her. After this one, she's like really obsessed. She's like stares into the abyss basically.
The deep one is coming for you.
Yeah. I mean that's the fun part,
A deep one coming for you is the fun part?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, come on, man.
Hey boss man, she seems to enjoy this. This is kind of weird. What do we do?
Oh, okay. The teapot calls cattle. Don't do that.
Okay, the laboratory is done.
The laboratory.
Now I just need to upload. Yeah, now I just need to upload your fun images for your fun enemies.
Wait. Where's this song from?
The Dexter's laboratory.
Oh, there we
The
go.
smartest boy you ever seen. He blows his experiments to smithereen.
Fucking beautiful, my dude.
Yeah. Today I was singing half a day at work.
Half a day.
Yeah.
That's a lot of singing while bread making.
Bread maker.
Bread making.
Bread maker.
Matt, just prepare for a lot of double entendres, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to try to make it like a, danger flirting stuff. But I also hate
Oh, tomorrow. Oh, Wednesday, sorry.
No, today, like right now.
Right now. Okay.
Yeah.
After dark. Let's go.
Yeah, like imagine you taking out and eating my leg, and now I'm in this sort of relationship with you,
I mean, once you take a bite, you can never go back, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Like there is part of me that was
There's a part of you inside me.
yes.
Yeah.
And
Understand.
there is a longing there. Also, I will call you names. Sorry.
That is totally fine.
Yes.
I mean, Rory does it all the time, so.
Yeah, but now I'm just like in like in anger and fury.
So is it actually
You know what
red?
they say? You know what they say? There is no fury as the woman's sport, whatever the saying was.
Yeah, how half my feel like a woman's one.
Yeah, that one.
Wunderbar. Oh, this Spencer, if you're here, I do not have a sheet.
So, the problem between there being 2 weeks between last session and this one, after last session I was like 100% convinced in character and out of character it wasn't red.
Yeah, same.
And then over the week I was like, but yeah, right, he's a Vistani, so he can mist walk, so maybe he has the ability to just travel super fast through the mist, and I'm in the mist currently, so maybe it is Redmond. And then I came into the session with the deep understanding that Rory will not believe it's red.
Yeah.
By the way, Matt,
I mean-
have you heard what how like Spencer did the reveal at the end, right? Have you checked the word?
Oh, I did check the VOD, yeah, like, thumbs down, yeah.
And then we're like, oh, that is abominable. Fuck.
To be fair, if an enemy sees red, he kind of does look like that. But I mean, I'm here to help.
I think it was mostly it boiled down to the point that it wasn't you who said that, so it was like Spencer, and this is just like no, this is a shape changer. No,
I mean, we literally have proven that it's red, like legit. I don't know. It's just,
I don't know.
Did we?
gang, he's not here for this protecting fight.
It doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
No, Rory is still very unsure. It seems too convenient.
Redmond is convenient. He is the. Yeah.
To be fair, Matt, I'm so saddened about Redmond. Like whenever he just tries to have like to be the positive one, he just gets stomped into the ground like every single time.
Every single time he gets kicked in the dick.
Yeah, it's broken his dick, several times.
How does it feel
To get
to have
dick
Rory know?
Oh.
She knew all along.
About broken dick?
Out of character, yeah, exactly that. Out of character, obviously not, but in character, yeah. It's her job.
Matt, will you be present tomorrow? I'm checking up.
Tomorrow. I will. Depends what time is it. So checking up. What is picking up?
Oh, whenever we open up Foundry, it may be something on my end because I like to update stuff. So something breaks all the damn time, and I just prefer for it to break the day before, so that I can fix it for the time for the session.
Yes.
So if you have like 15 minutes to check up to see if your characters works, because last session it was basically no spells could be cast for some reason.
Yes, I remember that. That was bullshit.
Yeah, it was bullshit. It was bullshit. I hate it. So yeah. But yeah, Monday will be below it.
I'm excited for Monday. I don't think I'll have time tomorrow. I'm so sorry. Things are so busy.
Okay. Fine.
I'll be working a bit as well. Apologies.
Yeah. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
No, man. I understand that.
Fine, man.
It's fine. Work come first. The work come first.
It's not me. It's you. What can I say? It's fine.
It's your fault, basically. You said.
Yeah, yeah. I was so sorry. Right, I'm so excited for this. I really hope I'm not.
Question.
Yeah.
Question about werewolves. Were they immune to non-magical or just resistant?
Yeah, they're
Immune.
straight up immune. Straight up immune. They.
Okay.
It basically like in the game is the wounds are there, but they are healed up in half a second. Just go back. don't
Well, it's a good thing the natural weapons of my form of the beast count as magical for the purposes of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks and damage.
Specifically, why it was put there. So.
Yeah.
By the way, you are like level 7, right?
Yeah, we're all level 7, aren't we?
Yeah.
Imagine.
Except for the guest characters. Or rather, the guest character.
On the guest character. Oh, Kirill is not level 7.
Well, no, what's her name? Ezmerelda is not necessarily the same level as the rest of us.
Really?
Yeah, like she is kind of Eldritch 90 to the 9th level, but there are some scaled down abilities basically.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So it's not a one-to-one player character.
She doesn't have character levels, yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of like very similar abilities, but yeah, like for example, she can use one attack and one cantrip basically for like extra attacks and stuff. But yeah, it's like a little bit of a mishmash in there. Like in the campaign proper, without like any changes, she was I think level 8 or 9 as well, but full caster basically with triple attack. So she's a bit like a bit of beat up version.
Meanwhile, I'm just here playing 2 characters. Because why not?
Me too.
Imagine playing just one character.
Oh no, I have to split from the group again. Time to put in a 3rd character. This one is gonna be a half-caster.
You're going for the whole rainbow basically, right?
I'm every type.
Caster, warlock, everything.
I don't even count rogue as proper martial because they don't get multi-attack, so I need another medium martial tank class.
You need another martial, and then you need like another a 3rd caster, like
Well, I
an
need a
Eldritch
sorcerer
Knight.
because they are not a prepared caster. I need a warlock because they are tech class and not a magic class.
Just
Yeah.
And then
Without
like a
the
third caster like Paladin.
No, Paladin is half caster, like an Eldritch Knight you need.
Okay, Elder's Knight.
And then a ranger, because it's a nature class.
Sorry, I'm a little late.
So,
I had to get a refresher on those things that I sent you, Matt, because I was not planning this. I just saw you sitting there, and you hadn't said anything in a while. I'm like, you know what Matt would enjoy?
Playing the big evil guy.
Playing the bad guy.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you so much.
Murdering.
Okay, so
Yeah, come on. Kill Celina, I dare you.
Okay.
so you're good with the character sheet.
I need access to the character sheet.
Oh, I did share it. I'm sorry.
You
It's,
might
allow me to
have
edit it.
made it. You have invisibility of it and the.
Hmm.
We will
Might be one
say
thing.
that we do not look at the shit the same. My
If I drag it out of this folder,
No,
you
no,
might
no,
be able
no,
to see it.
You can give it to specific people.
No, yeah, when you edit it, you can see
Oh, yeah.
Centaur has
all
edits.
the shit.
Scroll up.
Yeah, things like this.
Kirill Stoyanovich. More like Kirill Stoyanovich.
Yeah, you're there, right? Bitch!
Can you see it now?
He would get so smited.
It's loading.
I did edit it to make it visible and editable by you. I should have anyway. Come on, roll 20.
Try to reload the page, both of you, basically.
No, but I'll reload the page now. I still don't have access to it.
I will reload the page.
Like, is it like in the player characters?
Can you try searching for it? Because, like, alright, no.
I dropped it in. I dropped it in the main folder, like the root folder. Should be there.
Yeah.
Like, it can easily just hide itself between other folders.
No, I can see
problem.
it. Sorry, the issue is I can see it. I can click it and access it.
Yeah.
I just can't access the character sheet.
Sometimes it
What?
loads very slowly.
Okay,
Like
let me.
real slowly.
What?
I'm
What is this
just gonna-
nonsense?
It's
Can be
because-
editing controlled by Matt.
edited control by me.
In player's journal, Matt.
That was easy.
Tags, duplicate, archive.
Maybe he just hates me. I wouldn't blame it.
No, you should.
Imagine not hating Matt.
Maybe I'll do all players and just nobody look
I
at it.
do not hate Matt.
Nobody look at it.
I like even suffer though. Sorry, what?
Nobody look at it. Only Matt. Matt size only.
No. I'm just reloading it. It's just very slow. Actually.
Yeah, it shows up. It shows up. I kind of want to click it.
You want to click
Don't
it?
you dare.
Okay.
Wait and be scared by his scary abilities.
I mean, like.
Roll 20. Why are you so slow today? Holy shit. I'm so sorry, gang. It's just
It's okay. Today's been a slow day in general. Yeah, it's all good.
yeah.
How are we feeling?
What's best?
How's everybody?
I want to kick
Wagon?
some
Good.
butts.
Want to kick some butt?
Yeah.
We can roll initiative while we're waiting.
Oh shit, yeah. Truly the case.
Look at my big girl initiative bonus.
Big
Yeah.
fat bonus.
Boy. Let
I
me
am-
go for a minute.
I am that cunty caster that gets a +5 to initiative from their intelligence.
Nice. Oh,
I only have 12 dexterity. though.
That's a nice roll. I accidentally forgot to click my character though, so we gotta
True.
Yeah,
go again and
Kirill,
manually
you
put in the
bitch.
original one.
Wait, why no rolls twice?
Because I rolled for him first.
Oh no,
Well,
he has HP though, and his AC. Ah, that's unfortunate.
no. There's what for Kirill?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Right.
I mean the damage is done.
No, I still can't access the sheet. for some reason. So I
Are you
don't
maybe
know-
looking at the handout instead of the sheet?
Yeah, Matt. There is a handout.
I dropped it in the root folder,
Look
the
at
character
that
sheet.
smile. Look at that smile. That's the. Oh my
Oh.
god. I've done this the whole time.
Oh, I see what happened. This is good.
Mad.
To be fair, like I tried to do that with Emil's shit like several times today. Just like,
I'm sorry about that.
No,
No,
I did
I'm
set.
okay.
I did have it as confusingly laid out.
Okay, do you wanna change it quickly and then so they can't see?
Yes.
it?
They can't see
It
shit.
is a lot nicer for. It's better for Tomb of Annihilation because everything that's a player handout has a little handout, double dots, and then the name of the thing.
to be fair, it is a jury version basically of Curse of Strahd, so
Yes.
I mean, yeah. Kinda.
This is the sold version, and I'm customizing it as I go because the sold version is
Oh.
terrible. I should not have spent money on it. It's a waste.
Oh, that's unfortunate. The soul version for Tomb of Annihilation is really good,
Right.
and it's I
Okay.
think 20 euros.
So I find it in monsters, right?
I dropped it in the root folder, so you should be able to see it.
I see it, and no one else can see this now.
That is correct.
Wunderbar.
Unless I fuck that up too.
Also, are we all on the 4th floor?
This is a good question. You can position yourselves. You were preparing, so I will allow you to do that.
I would say I am.
Oh,
Probably
it's true. As was.
like at the second floor.
Boulder would be on an outside wall somewhere.
Makes sense.
Facing the bad guys.
Imagine being like a werewolf leader, just seeing a centaur just strap like 90 degrees over the wall.
Terrifying.
Absolutely terrible.
And that,
What
that's
side
literally
are they coming from actually, or are they like encircling us?
I will move them about at the moment. It's a lot of initiatives, and for some reason it's not opening the wolf character sheet for some reason.
Oh.
God damn it.
I highly recommend not rolling for everyone. Do like 2
That's
or
my
4
speed.
person groups and roll for them each and give them the color for it.
yeah.
That is much
also,
wiser.
That is yes, and
Like-
also, Spencer, if
Yes.
you are, I would suggest you take different tokens and roll for them put them outside of the boundaries of the map. Because if you delete,
Yeah,
the-
you will just I
Yeah,
get
it
used
will
to
do
it
it
and
in
then I usually get used to it and then realize it before I accidentally delete and then cross out the
good
one.
for you. That is like
It still happens to me. It still happens
Yeah.
to me.
it's
But yeah,
so confusing. It's so like
the
Okay.
thing with the accidentally, ow, yeah, why would you just very slowly held my finger, and then just pulled her whole claw out into my finger.
What a dick!
Looks you in the eye. I will hurt you.
Okay. So this group will be the red group.
Yeah, because
This is
two things I've learned. Rolling for each individual character is an absolute pain for big combats and takes ages. Not only the rolling, but the combat itself.
Yeah.
Just saying, okay, this is enemy group, type A, this is enemy type B also doesn't work, because then you suddenly have 10 enemies moving at the same time, completely annihilating the character.
That's true.
Yeah. Several groups is
This will be
when
blue
there
group.
are many enemies.
Like having like small groups or small like units basically worked quite well. I had that in first level characters fighting off a lot of goblins.
Yep. This is like the best way to deal with this. Also, Hibiki, are you going to like essentially pilot the Hannah, or should I?
The ML? Your choice.
I mean,
Maybe.
I would love to. You know, taking more control into my hands. Slowly.
Sure.
And
Slowly draw him out into your hands. Is what you're saying?
Wow.
Yes.
Can't he do absolutely? Actually, he can't kill the wolves, but
He can't
that's
do
what
it,
it is, right?
He like
Yes.
literally can. Also, he would not prefer. I would think so to get into the fight with Kirill, because he can hurt him. Really
Yes. Whereas he cannot hurt Kirill back because Kirill is immune to non-magical, non-silver damage, and unfortunately, that is all he can do.
The other werewolves, he can like try to grapple and immobilize them.
Yep.
That's
And
true.
Pile drive from the freaking building.
Okay, so this group will be on this side, and this group will be down on the bottom side.
Oh.
And I will allow Kirill to be placed wherever you would like to place Kirill. Matt.
Yes. You know, great leaders lead from the front, right? So first floor, I'm just trying to get my head around. I've been trying to. So first floor, right in the front, like right. Is that okay?
At the door.
The door.
That works.
Wait, werewolves? Let me check the sheet. Because there might be a cunning plan. No.
Yeah, so
No. They are not cunning.
They don't have a
Well, they're
climb
there,
speed,
on
but
the
they
wall,
can climb very
staring
well.
down.
Really? Interesting.
Okay, so I think that we are ready to go. Is everybody ready to go? Everybody at their stations.
Yes.
Okay, we can begin. Boulder is up first on the initiative order. You are staring down, Boulder, at the giant black wolf shrouded in mist.
Hello. Hello! It is time for a fearsome battle.
I'm gonna enjoy you in my stomach.
This is the best decision I've ever made.
So Boulder is going to bonus action Rage, taking on form of the beast claws.
So-
his
Riley, would you say, I would like to rage?
I would like to rage. He looks up to the sky for just a moment, which is quite the craning of his neck since he was facing downwards on the,
Yeah.
the wall.
It's a lot of vertebra
Well,
in a centaur.
He just like bent his entire body back.
I mean, when you think about it, his entire torso is his neck.
Yeah. And he says, power of the mountains, be with me. And he starts to shift and change. His forearms slowly gaining fur and massive, like bear-like claws grow on the ends of his arms.
A
His hands grow into giant bear-like claws, and he charges down the wall and lands, and comes in contact with Emil and will attack him with his entire.
Kiro towers over you. It is an unusual feeling.
But yeah, so he's going to make once on each of my turns when I take an attack with the claw, using an attack action, I can make one additional claw attack. So I will attack 3 times with my bestial claws. Let's hope I hit. Well, that's 25 on the first one.
Ooh!
Another 25.
Less good.
So the first
But still.
one hit.
Hot damn.
So that's an unfortunate 7 on the first one. So that's 9 damage total. And then another 10 damage, so a total of 19 damage to Emil. And this counts as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistances and immunities. And Boulder just goes.
Yells so loud, they become silent.
It's a silent scream.
All right.
Still very intimidating.
Anything else Boulder would like to do?
That is my action and my bonus action. So, and also my movement.
All right.
So no.
So
I
yes.
do not think there is anything else I can.
With this grizzled centaur charging down and attacking the much bigger werewolf, Celina gets to go. What would Celina like to do at the top?
Yeah. I look down. Well, you're really ugly, dog. Aren't ya? Weird accent, but okay.
You won't be ugly too when I gouge out your eyes.
No. I don't consent, so you can't do anything. And then I fireball like down here in a way that hits all the 4 to the right and big bad wolf, but not Centaur guy.
All right, so we need some saving throws, don't we?
Yeah.
Also, I will say, consent doesn't mean much to a libertarian.
Well, I see how it is. I will also add this to it, which is the way it is worded is 1 target, even though it's an AoE spell.
Just one, yeah. It's just one. You
Yeah.
cannot,
So the werewolf guy will get bonus force damage equal to half my level. It doesn't say if it's rounds up or down. So I'm guessing down.
everything is down when it's not specified.
Oh, it's 2.
Yeah. So he gets a solid 3 extra force damage.
Oh, your toggle is still on GM roll. Oh, the werewolves both crit. There you go. Yeah, so the wolves fail. The werewolves succeed, but it looks like Kirill is going to fail.
So Kirill takes 23 fire and 3 force damage.
Okay.
The wolves take 23 and the others take 11.
Well, that is enough to burn the wolves up completely. Now, question.
Minimum.
You don't have spell shaping, right?
No.
Ezmerelda's wagon was in this blast radius.
What? No, it wasn't.
It would be
Radius.
if you're hitting the wolves and the werewolf.
I mean, if all wolves,
I mean-
yeah, it would have been. If
Oh,
all
does it?
wolves, yes.
Oh, does this down just still count as her ranking space?
I would say that's enough in the square, since it is filled with alchemist fire.
Oh!
I need to look up what this damage is again.
Let me. What was it like?
Is it a big explosion the guys did?
Wait. I
Alchemist
remember
fire.
it would kill
I can
several. No, it's not alchemist fire.
It's one of those things that kills a lot of players, so it's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I can check. I can check.
So is it a big explosion?
Really ingratiating yourself to the new party there, Celina. You summon a dragon, blow up Ezmerelda's wagon.
I didn't think the wagon was actually standing there. I forgot that we had the wagon here.
It's 10d10.
10d10. So please roll 10d10.
Hey, what? Constitution saving throw 12.
Yes. So the wolves are just dead. So they're over here, in heaven.
You hear our high range.
I'm gonna need a con save from Boulder as well, because you're close enough to the wagon. You would get hit by the concussive blast at least.
Oh.
Ooh.
It's 30 feet around the wagon, basically.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
So
Oh, the clockwork steed would take it as well.
Oh no. I like being in character with doing stupid stuff that I didn't intend to do, and it happened twice already. And I'm very sorry about that because it led to some, let's say, out of session discussion about it. I'm very sorry about that. My character is very unwise, and I didn't
Okay,
really mean
so-
I didn't mean for the dragon offer this,
Yeah.
and it just happened.
You did
sorry.
not know the.
Okay, so one succeeds. And that's going to be the succeeding one takes 26. The not succeeding one takes 52. And
I
so
think
this
it
werewolf is dead
very
too.
fitting. It is very fitting.
Yeah.
Constitution.
So that's that's 52 damage on you, Boulder.
Ah,
Success. And 26.
Hold on.
Matt, how does it feel
So
playing the
are you
evil
still
side
up,
of
Boulder?
this?
With 52 damage.
Oh, I'm muted. What type of damage is this?
Fire.
Fire.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm still up.
Okay, good. Good.
Because I took a short rest.
We're going to need one for the steed as well. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, so the steed is demolished.
Whoops. Like I said, this is very fitting for Celina with her -1 wisdom currently, thanks to the Fables.
So there's that there's this
This
massive,
dragon
loud explosion, and then just this 30-foot ball of fire engulfs one half of the tower, and smoke rises up right into your face, Ezmerelda, adding insult to injury.
Did you have something explosive in there? You might have maybe not. Okay. Sorry. Who would rig their personal belongings with bombs? It's sorry.
I do.
I'm sorry. That was my fault. You can punch me later. Please don't punch me. I'm sorry.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do? You want to hide?
I want to go. Wait, no, Diana's also angry at me. I will hide.
All right. We come to the werewolves.
Sorry.
So
was hiding.
first up, werewolf from the green party is going to approach. 5, 10, 15. And then he's going to start climbing the walls. It is going to get up to the second floor using the scaffolding. And it's going to end its turn here. Sorry, yes?
What's it called? No, sorry, I was misreading something.
Oh, you know what? It's going to dash, and it's
Alright.
going to get around to where the barricade was set up over here. So, Ireena, you can see through the rough barricade. You can see a werewolf peeking in through the slats of wood, looking at you, glaring angrily on the second floor.
Okay.
This brings us to... which werewolf is this? This is...
The red one?
I think so... No, this werewolf's dead.
This world's dead.
What?
That would mean... Oh, that's the orange group. That's why. Oh, right, I'm grouping them as groups, which means all of green would go. I'm sorry. Yes. So, this werewolf is also going to approach and do much the same thing. Run around to the second floor and glare angrily in. The wolves are going to circle around to back up Kirill. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 60. 60's right there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 60. And 60. So they are running around the tower to head towards Boulder. And then we have the orange group. Orange group is almost completely done. This werewolf is going to lick his wounds and look terrified at Kirill. And he is going to whine out an animalistic question to Kirill. He is going to say, where should I go?
You go forward, you coward. Otherwise, I'll cut you off myself.
All right. And then he is going to rush at Boulder. So we're going to get...
Also, I hope I'm not being too much. If I am any point, do let me know.
No, I love it.
That's okay. This was how I was going to play him too. I don't know why it didn't occur to me before.
As well, which is lovely.
So that's a 16 and a 15.
My armor class, I almost said my Boulder class.
Your
is
Boulder
15.
class. All right. So they're both going to hit then. You take 8 slashing and then 7 slashing.
7 plus 8 is 15. Boulder is down.
No,
Ooh.
reduce it by it's
Oh, right, reduce by
raging.
half. So I take.
You are raging.
Um.
So that's going to be 7.
So I take 4. Down to 9, and then I take another 3.
Yeah.
Down to 6.
Yes, so he's going to run and slash at Boulder. And you can see, Boulder, that there's not much left of this werewolf. He's smoking. There's chunks of bare skin exposed underneath the fur. Very blackened and charred. But terrified. That brings us to Emil's turn.
Okay. Well, this is fun. Fun, I say.
And he runs out.
Despite the. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
You're gonna
He
type
runs
it
out
instead.
and jumps over to the scaffolding beneath.
All right.
He's going to like try to grapple one of them and down them to the level.
Okay.
And athletics checks.
I believe you. Yeah, you jumped on the space of one of the werewolves.
Yeah.
So are you taking
Yeah. So
the
one,
north one?
Yeah.
Okay.
One.
So athletics check.
He cannot like grab them both, right? Basically, get into them.
Well, I mean, you're not Matt.
Yeah. I mean, true.
That's going to be a 14.
And wait, give me a second. It's 2 attacks. Okay. Fuck yeah. So
Yeah. So he is grappled.
he takes one of the werewolves. Let's have a talk, brother, and flings him off the tower down.
Okay.
Basically, here.
He does not take damage because he is immune.
Yeah, they do. Not take
But he
damage.
is now back on the first floor. That's your token.
Yeah, like here.
Right there, right? Yep.
Like.
Oh, you're jumping together off of the tower.
Yeah.
Okay. So you wanted to bring him here.
Trying like to separate them. Basically.
Gotcha. So is this the spot where you wanted him?
Sure.
Okay. Yes. So Emil grabs this werewolf and then jumps off the tower, holding this werewolf's face first, and they land in the dirt, with the werewolf's face being dug into the dirt.
Yeah, he's like trying to showcase how alpha he is. I would say.
Yeah.
Damn, I want to play roleplay as him as well. But alright.
I will allow you.
Yeah, fine.
Stora isn't here to ask me to do the voice, so you can do it.
Okay. Sure. That would be his one attack.
And you're up next.
And yeah, for now he is going to do just that.
Okay.
One attack. Well, it's not like he can actually damage him. He's holding this one.
Yes.
And yeah, it's my turn. You all hear a groan coming from the flames, basically, just flames subsiding. Oh, everything was there. Deck of cards, even. Yeah. All right.
Sorry.
Add some fire, and she throws a grenade onto this group, basically.
Okay. So we're going to need some dexterity saving throws, I believe it was.
Yep. DC 15. So
DC 15.
That's it.
So a dex, and then
Okay.
dex and dex, dex
Oh,
and dex.
Jesus.
Okay. So we have DC was
One fail and
12.
So 5 DC.
Yes.
And half of that.
Well, it is silver damage, so the werewolves are going to take all of it.
Yep. Second. 21. So one.
All right. So
And,
this wolf takes half, which is its hit points exactly. So this wolf is dead.
Nice.
This wolf fails, also dead. it is torn up in the explosion. The werewolves both take 11 points.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't one of the werewolves fail?
The first one did fail.
So both of the wolves.
Oh, the werewolf succeeded.
Yeah.
I messed that up.
So one werewolf failed, one succeeded, and
Yeah.
others.
The wolves are both dead. Even when they succeeded, they have 11 hit points. So.
Yeah, of course.
Boo 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 boo. Well, I guess they'd be up with 1. So that's, if it succeeded, it's only 5. No, if it succeeded, it's 11. If it failed, it's 21. They take the damage. This grenade is hurled down. It hits the ground, bounces once, and then the trigger is pressed, and there's a loud, cacophonous bang, and a bright light of phosphorus, and then bits of silver go everywhere, and the werewolves are howling in pain as their skin smokes where the silver has been embedded under their fur.
We have more, you mangy bastards.
And yeah, with that, I'm just going to like lean out of the window to look out. I don't believe I can see Boulder and Samuel. Boulder and Kirill.
Not from that window, no.
Okay.
You might be able to see
Okay.
Kirill out of the corner of your eye, but
It's like okay. Yeah, that was my action. So.
okay.
Right, turn.
Brings us to the blue group. Blue man group. Wolf is going to run up. Wolf is going to attack Boulder. Munch, munch, munch. Does not hit.
It's a 9.
Other wolf.
I would be that kind of.
This wolf now has pack tactics.
Yeah.
Oh, would have had pack tactics from Kirill.
Anyway, yeah.
You're right.
This was in 5 feet.
That's going to be 5 piercing on Boulder.
Used to.
It's 2.
You're like at 1.
2. And let's get a strength saving throw. You'll probably be fine, but it's worth doing anyway.
I have advantage on strength saving throws.
Shouldn't have said those 2 things. Look at those double 10.
To a barbarian. Yeah, you're fine. Other wolf is going to run up. Wolf is going to bite.
In order to fail, I have... That hits.
Yes, that's going to be 4 piercing.
That is exactly what it needed to knock me down to 0.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this wolf manages to
so-
take you out.
Yeah, Boulder goes down. He's like, aha, a worthy battle.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was very careful with my spell this time.
Yeah, this wolf is going to follow up.
I'm gonna mute myself now that I'm unconscious.
Fair enough.
Unless you're gonna attack me again.
This wolf is going to come up as well. We haven't really done a ruthless encounter thus far.
Do you mind if I explain something?
Yeah, go for it. You're the leader of this pack.
Yeah. Got the others. I've got special plans for this one.
The wolf looks up at you, and it squeaks a response, and it is going to turn and head towards the scaffolding instead, looking down at Emil.
Side note for just letting Matt know I cannot be turned into a werewolf.
Nope.
If that's your
I know.
plan.
Yeah.
I'm a fey creature, not a humanoid.
Yes, it's
This werewolf is going to come up. Hearing that command to the wolf, it is simply going to run at Emil instead. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 60. So he is charging right at you, Emil, to get his friend free. Finally, we come to the big bads.
The big bads. Let's go. So, Kirill's cuts and scrapes start to kind of mesh on and heal themselves. He reaches down and grabs the unconscious centaur and lifts it above its head, almost with one hand, and shouts at the top of the tower,
You worthless slugs. Come down here so I can rip your heads off myself. If you don't, I'll take great pleasure in ripping this one's off.
and he's going to prepare an action. And that action is, as soon as anyone from the tower attacks Kira, like a stun or something,
Yep.
he's going to attack
Okay.
Boulder. Yes.
Held action. Got it. This comes to Ilena.
Okay.
Poor Boulder.
It's the only way that the Boulder can survive as well.
Yes.
Right. Goddamn.
Yes. Thank you for that, because there's no way that the wolves wouldn't just keep going until Boulder was in pieces.
Yeah. Alright.
Watch the group fail and then be saved by Rats, Ireena, Volk, and Rory.
I mean, he is a backup character, but I still don't want to do that to poor Riley.
Yeah, 100%. Like, Boulder is valid.
After one session, it would be painful.
So yes, Ilena.
Elena will go here, see, hear and see what's happening below.
Mhm.
Grit her teeth and approach this werewolf.
Okay. He is through the barricade, but you would be able to stab at him with your rapier. Surprising nobody, it is not a well-constructed barricade. With a 7.
Will. Bonus action.
7 out of 20 barricade.
Alright.
Smite.
Thunderous Smite.
Then it'll attack.
Your blade is crackling with energy.
1.
12 is enough to hit. They don't have much AC.
No, just 2 attacks actually, because the dagger does not make sense.
Okay.
So yeah, I will.
Which would you like this Thundering Smite to trigger on? Because if it's blasted off the thing, you won't hit it with the second attack, because it'll be out of range.
Yeah, I'd say on the second one.
Makes sense.
So 5 plus 8, that's 13 piercing.
And then we need a strength saving throw.
Yeah, here it is. DC 14 strength save or 6.
He's okay. There's a loud, the severalth time this night, there's a loud clap of thunder, and your sword stops glowing with energy. The wolf still standing on the other side, and he begins reaching through to try to grab at you through the openings.
He still takes the 6 damage though.
He does.
Now, let me think. Do you have anything? I don't. Also, that's all my actions. So this will be spicy.
Are you coming down
Okay.
to
No.
have a macho fight?
Okay. We come to Red Group. Red Group is badly damaged. However, they see what is going on. So this werewolf is going to run and try to climb up the scaffolding. Let's see if he has enough movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to take an opportunity attack from Emil if you would like to.
Yeah, or he would.
Does it matter whatsoever? Because werewolf.
Still.
I mean, you might be able to halt his progress if it's a good enough roll.
Uh,
If you crit, I'll say he trips on his way up.
Actually, give me a second. Can I inflict lycanthropy on him? No, of course.
No.
No, it's a bad
No.
attack.
Yeah, so he rushes right past you. You manage to get a claw out, but as expected from your fights with other werewolves, it just sort of skirts right off over his iron-like fur. And then he jumps up the scaffolding and reaches Ilena. He had to dash to do it, though. So this werewolf is also reaching through, trying to grab at you. The red werewolf, the other red werewolf, is going to run at Emil and attack Emil, trying to get him to break the grapple. So, there we go. A claw and a bite.
Both hit.
Both hit. So you take no damage, but I will say because both hit, he manages to pry you off. Gets a claw into Emil's chest, and then bites his arm and yanks him off. So the other werewolf is now free. And they're going to say,
Oh my god, yeah. Tell you apart when I take the bag back.
they're going to growl back at you and say, you should have stayed in Ravenloft. We work for Kirill. We serve Strahd. The strong survive.
The strong survive.
Boulder's turn. Let's get a death saving throw.
I swear, if you roll 1, it will be hilarious.
It would be very funny if you roll a 1. Success. One success.
So funny.
That brings us to Celina's turn.
So, Matt, how good are the intelligence saves of your character? Because I'm gonna cast Dash of Night with you.
You're gonna
A
what?
Dash's Mind Whip.
Intelligence saving throw, take 9 psychic damage, and if you fail, you can take reactions, and on your turn, you only get a reaction, only an action, bonus action, or movement.
Oh shit! It actually prevents the action.
Oh damn!
Is this a spell? Is this a spell? Though?
This is a spell. So the held action would go off.
I do have a held action,
Yeah.
and you would know this.
Yes.
True as well.
But I also know that Boulder would like to die in battle.
Hmm.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
gonna be one of
I have
those.
another option. I have another option. I wonder how it works. So I have this spell, which is extremely cool, with
Oh yeah, that one.
I
the
have no
following description. To
It's,
make it short, and anyone I want takes damage, and allies that I want can use a hit dice to heal
Okay.
themselves.
That would still be a spell. Kirill
Yeah.
is used to traveling the realms and fighting creatures, so
Yeah, but
he
I
knows
know
what a
that-
spell is.
Yeah, but I know that Boulder is currently at 0 fails. So he would get attacked, would get 2 fails, most likely, and then get healed.
Okay.
You don't know.
Yeah, you don't know about the saves, but
The fair saves.
Fair point.
then again, Celina has shown herself to be particularly reckless. So this is in character.
It's all up to you.
So are you okay with Wither and Bloom then?
I wonder if that would be too metagamey. Oh, they only have a range of 60 feet. How high is the tower?
It is, what is it, 10 feet to a floor, I think?
Yeah, it was like 10.
No, okay. Then it do it.
Yeah, so you're about 30 up.
Because Wither and Bloom is a cool spell and I want to use it, and I feel like I will otherwise never get the chance.
Fair enough,
I
fair
will
enough.
cast Wither and Bloom instead.
So you're
that's
centering it
50%
on
for-
Kirill, I believe?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to get a Werewolf con save and 2 Wolf con saves and the Kirill con save.
Brilliant. The con save for Carol? 14.
Fails. Takes a whole 7 necrotic. If he's not immune to it.
Doesn't seem to have an effect.
Ah.
But then I would like to roll the attack.
Okay.
Multi-attack doesn't work as a prepared action.
No,
No, you
only
get
have
one.
single attack.
So the Wolf is going to take all of it. The one Wolf. The other Wolf is fine, and the Werewolf is going to take all of it. So we'll resolve that first, and then we'll do the held action.
Brilliant.
It's with advantage. Say.
So that's 2d6 necrotic for you.
Yeah, 7.
So funny thing, I don't have any unspent hit die.
Oh no.
Mm.
Oh shit!
Oh
This is actually
Celina
the
wouldn't
first
know
time
that.
it mattered. Really?
Oh no.
Yikes.
This is actually like the first time I've seen
Yeah.
this matter.
I can
Damn.
imagine myself looking at Riley being like, I get to say something if they actually do it, and then it's my time to shine, like
Oof.
in anticipation of saying I don't have any hit dice.
Oof.
Okay. This is like a cool moment.
Ooh.
I
Ooh.
was getting
Ooh.
being like, I don't have any hit die.
So the
Alright.
thing that happens is, it looks like all of the flowers and plants and grass around that area starts to wither. The same happens a bit to the wolves and the werewolf, but
Yes.
apparently not to the shadow-clad guy. And it seems like the nice little green touch of nature life tries to spark in Boulder, but it just dies down immediately. And I just look, that's not
Sorry.
supposed to happen.
The lone frontliner of this current party.
That's not supposed to happen. Why is it?
Okay, here's a shout, gang. Actually, here's a shout. So it says, and can spend and roll one of its unspent hit dice, and you gain a number of hit points to the roll, plus your spell cost modifier. So you have to roll the hit.
Ah.
dice.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean-
Okay, you do. I was just trying to pull a fast one. Okay.
Mm.
I appreciate it.
Like
It is
your-
plus.
It says plus to roll.
Yeah.
You have to roll to get the
You have to roll to get it.
roll.
Strange new spells coming from Strixhaven.
I tried, gang.
Rip.
Don't worry. You
It's
try.
methodically, it's
Blood
so
on
cool.
there.
Giving the wizard the ability to give someone
I
some healing.
genuinely, I knew this was gonna happen going into this.
Good.
It was just
Okay.
like Boulder is gonna die.
Well, I am glad you are resigned to that fact.
Sacrifice himself.
Okay.
I'm not resigned to it. I'm just like,
Just
I
roll
mean,
another
I-
attack.
The
Okay.
attack might miss tomorrow.
So Celina, you have learned the big shadowy monster demon immune to necrotic. Makes sense.
Really?
Boulder not ready to get healed when they've accepted that they are gonna die in combat now.
Or maybe not immune, but he didn't take any damage from that attack anyway.
Glorious death in battle.
Green Wolves get to go. Green Wolf scrabbling through, trying to get to Ireena. Yes.
Just the attack goes through now, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You are correct. Please roll your attack advantage, and it's a coup de grace.
I have rolled it. It is 11, and they have to make a con save.
Okay, con save.
From
I'm unconscious.
On
You
save
still roll it.
skills
So-
applied, yeah.
Yeah. Constitution save.
you just see.
You succeed.
Succeed.
Eucharil, I guess.
Yay.
Okay.
So do I take one failure or two?
Two.
Because
Coup de grace.
within
Yeah, okay.
5 feet, guaranteed crit.
So, Kirill, you stab the spear into Boulder's chest, and you expect to get the rush of adrenaline back through the blood, but you don't. And it's frustrating. It happens sometimes.
Happens.
Yeah.
Happens to
Ki-
everyone.
Happens.
Yeah.
It happens as you get older.
Boulder's unconscious body grins.
I will allow it. Green wolves get to go. So this werewolf is going to try to scrabble through and reach at Ilena. It can't get its craw through, but it's going to get 2 claw attacks. So
They both miss.
yeah, they both miss. Unfortunate. This wolf is going to attempt to grapple Kirill.
Emil.
Emil. God damn it. I did the same thing we were doing earlier. So yeah, let's get athletics competition.
Oh, you're second.
A 7. Yeah.
Don't you dare touch me, boy.
Wolves are going to follow up. Wolves are going to circle around. We get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Also going to head up the scaffolding to Ilena. It has to use his dash to get
Wolf?
there.
I'm sorry. Wolf?
Woof.
Scaffolding?
There's stairs on the scaffolding. You can see it on the map.
It's like, aren't they like,
On the first floor,
vertical?
it's a set of stairs. It's ladders up to the 3rd floor. Yeah, right here.
Alright.
Also, I've seen dogs climb steeply inclined ladders.
That is true. It happens.
Happens.
And these are
Happened once. True story. These are Barovian wolves. Barovian wolves.
You would know them there from the next turn over.
Yeah. They're Canadian wolves. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. He is going to growl up at Emil. This wolf is going to run this way and hold an action next to the smoking pile of rubble. Now he's going to head here. Hold an action just in case Boulder. Just in case Boulder gets up. Brings us to Orange Party. Orange Party, just the werewolf is here. This werewolf, seeing that Boulder is well and handled, he's going to tentatively look to Kirill for submissively, see that he is still very angry. Then he is going to charge at the tower and attempt to climb the rock.
excellent.
The big
Yeah.
leap.
So he leaps up to the side of the tower and begins scrambling up. And he managed to get up to the third floor, and he is headed for you, Celina.
Uh-oh.
You can see him climbing the tower. You know what? He's going to dash to get all the way up there. So he is now currently hanging onto the outside of the window, menacing you face to face. He reeks of soot and smoke, and you can see viscous blood dripping down his fur. Emil's turn.
Alright, so I see one. He sees one. This mangy bastard.
This mangy bastard.
Mangy bastard. But yeah. So first attack, claw reaches out to him and tries to tear part of its neck. And it is 19 to hit. So 7.
That'll certainly hit.
Yeah, 7 points of a slashing damage on the creature, and then he as he makes a wound, he pushes the claws even further and rips it and pulls the creature closer as well. To
All right.
bite.
All right.
14.
Also will hit, so this will kill the wolf.
Yes.
Woohoo.
Looks around. Get away from me, or you. And with this, Emel's turn is gone.
Yeah. Esmeralda gets to go.
Swear for everything, Holy Ezra, give me some strength. And can I lean over Celina and just try to stab the werewolf?
It'll have a bit more AC, but these are werewolves, so they don't have a lot to begin with.
Yeah. Well, still can be a thing. Actually, let's see.
Now, your magic weapons, they weren't created by you, which means they're just mundane weapons.
Oh, they're mundane. Okay, so I
While in the tower.
Yeah, we kind of know that part. Yes.
Yes.
So I will attack with silver sword. Actually, first when I move closer, I what's called? I use my fireball. Yes.
Okay.
Just from this go. Wait.
All right.
Wait. What?
Oh, you're on the Yoshi.
Firebolt. Why isn't it coming up?
No, I know this.
Did it break?
This is bugged. You can't do it anymore. You would have to put it in there new manually. I recommend just rolling it manually instead of clicking the thing. Trust me, it's broken. I had the same thing happen to my character sheets recently.
Sucks.
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 Until level 20.
That's a ranged attack roll, right?
Yeah, it's a ranged attack.
Okay.
It's,
It has partial AC, so it's a 14 to hit it right now.
Yeah. In a second, it is intelligence
5 or
plus-
something, right?
Give me a second.
Intelligence
Yeah,
plus
plus 6 plus
proficiency.
6. Different plus 6.
Diva.
6. So 22. Nice.
Yeah, that'll certainly hit.
That is wait, I'm level 9, so it is 2d10, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So 2d10 in the face.
15 magic damage in the face. It has 13 HP.
Oh, nice.
So it catches fire and loses its grip on the tower and falls backwards, plummeting to its death. It lands with a splat. It would land right on top of this wolf. I'm going to make the wolf do a dexterity saving throw. Wolf's fine.
Alright.
Wolf gets out of the way, and this werewolf is now dead.
I look at Celina. I will give you for this one still, and I'll come closer and look at the situation before me, underneath me. Sorry.
Ilena is currently cussing at supposedly no one, like basically into the air next to you, as if someone was standing or floating there.
Okay, the curse is like an action, right?
It is.
Okay. Alright, that's my turn for now. I cannot actually do anything.
Okay. Also, in case you need a little bit more description of the environment, Matt. The inside of the tower, the lights are only on the fourth floor. The rest of it is completely engulfed in shadow, and that is a divine ability. It would not be affected by the anti-magic field. By the anti-magic field, because that's an innate ability. Just in case. Just in case. It's nighttime,
Brilliant.
so there's no light.
Exactly, yeah. Perfect. This is
All right.
exactly what I need.
Blue group gets to go. This werewolf, seeing that Emil is destroying that other wolf, what is he going to do? Ilena seems to be handled, so this werewolf is going to try to climb the tower and get up to the 3rd floor. So we're going to get an athletics check. The blue werewolf right here.
Oh yeah, okay, good.
Yes. He's going to try to climb around his fellows that are attacking Ilena. So we're going to get an athletics check off of this werewolf. It does not.
I foresaw this.
So he jumps up trying to avoid his fellows, but in the scrambling trying to reach through to get to Ilena, he gets knocked back down and falls, wasting his action. Other blue group, this wolf continues to Emil and is going to try to attack Emil. It cannot do damage, but it's going to try to bring Emil down to the ground. So a 20.
Okay.
Let's get an athletics check. Or a strength saving throw, sorry.
Too many monitors, sorry.
It's okay.
Well, that backfires.
Yeah, so you are now grappled. No, you are knocked prone. My apologies. You are knocked prone as the wolf drags you to the ground. It is going to bite at you again. Not that it matters, because it can't damage you. It doesn't damage you. So it pulls you down to the ground. You are now prone, and a wolf is snarling, snapping at you. I believe that is it for the blue group. Nope, there are 2 wolves over here. Kiro, will you permit these wolves to attack?
I would basically say to these wolves to
Jump up and rip their throats from their gullets.
The wolves nod in acquiescence, and they are going to rush to the tower. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Going to try to climb up, but there's a backup currently. This wolf is going to follow. So they're going to hold an action to attack anything that comes near them. And that brings us to Kiril's turn.
So Kirill drops the boulder to the ground and done with them. And how far can I get up the tower if I dash?
If you dash, you have 40 feet of movement, I believe? Or is it 30?
It's 40.
40, yes. In that case, with an athletics check, because you have claws, you can just do your movement speed if you succeed in an athletics check.
Brilliant. Okay, I'll try and do that then. Right, athletics check.
Mhm.
Start climbing the tower.
Oh, you're going to meet me? That's nice.
Coming for you. I need another hide on the mantle. Sorry, it's a bit slow.
It's okay.
13.
That's good enough. It's not particularly difficult. The tower is made of loose big stones,
Wunderbar.
or offset big stones.
Offset big stones sounds like my rap name. And
Yes.
Yeah, so how far can I get up the tower?
Well, the tower is 60 feet tall total, so you can definitely get up to the 4th floor.
Okay, I'll get up to the 4th floor and plot
You're
myself-
out of movement at this point, though.
Yeah, I'll be out of movement and I'll plot myself right there.
All right. Are you going to try to squeeze through a window? Sorry.
Because it's your window. I'd like to squeeze through a window if that's okay.
Okay.
Like last 20 foot in movement.
Yeah.
So, can I get on the floor in the ground?
Yeah, you could squeeze through the window.
Brilliant.
Now I can see your faces up close. I'm gonna enjoy glory.
Show your face.
I'm gonna enjoy wearing yours.
Oh, that is so inappropriate.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. More of your wounds heal up, of course.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Ah, god damn it.
Ilena's turn.
Okay, so Ireena, after seeing the giant black wolf figure, a werewolf figure, climb up to the fourth floor,
Yeah, it was like a passing shadow. You could see.
she is gonna shout, and leaving his subordinates behind. She's just gonna shout, Perel, how much do you value the life of your companions?
Their values determined by their strength and the amount of guts they'll whip out of you later.
Well then, you can say their value is 0, and I'll throw the grenade down at the whole group.
Goodbye,
Yeah.
Emil.
All right.
I'm gonna kind of shout down, sorry Emil, this would hurt.
Good thing I'm not the first one to do it, so I'm not the
Yeah. All right.
Celina was already a dick and an idiot 3 times.
So,
I blame the fox spirit that took her wisdom, which she's currently shouting at least she thinks that.
so first one. First one is a
That's
success.
Success.
Then we have the second one is a success. The third one,
Is a fail.
fail.
Oh,
This would also hit the ones on the scaffolding, so they're also going to roll. A success. A success. So
And give me a second,
this
I'll
one
roll for
failed. And this one,
Oh, no, that's different. That's different. That's one less, basically.
also Spencer, you rolled
Yes.
con instead of Dex.
oh.
Oh, it's Dex. Oh, okay.
Oops.
Yeah, you rolled the so the
I'll do
first
that
one
again.
failed, I think. If the modifier is the same as a mill.
Their dex is less. Their dex is a +1. So that would be a 20, an 8, a 16, a 17, and a 17.
So
Or not
and,
17, that says.
So two failed.
2 failed.
in total.
Yes.
And,
And then the wolves.
Fuck them balls.
Fuck them wolves.
I believe you'll hit all 4.
2 fails.
So,
2 fails.
Two
2 successes.
So 2 fails for both. The other one are successes. And
Yes.
it's 22 damage.
Okay, that'll kill all of the wolves, even the successes.
Nice.
Question, DM.
Yes.
Is the tower like in a serviceable condition right
Not after this one.
now? There was like 4 explosions.
Yeah, it is rickety and barely holding up. I will resolve that in a moment, though. I need to do some quick maths here. That's 11.
Matt.
That's 11. And then 22 for the rest of them. Come on. Boom. There we go. So the werewolves are all still up, but they are smoking currently from the silver bits that are stuck on them. The wolves are obliterated. Emil takes a bunch of damage. Now the tower. I would like you to roll a percentile dice, Ilena.
Let's go. 88.
All right. Low is the threshold where things go really bad. So you're pretty
We can
okay.
have that on my turn. Don't
There
worry
is
about
shaking and tilting, but the tower remains standing. However, that explosion, there was one massive explosion over here, one massive explosion over here. This side of the tower was already weak. You can feel it is getting close.
Okay, so I'll risk it. Fuck it. I'll fly out of the window. I'll provoke 2 opportunity attacks.
Okay.
Hello, it is me, your problem.
2 misses.
Okay, and so I can fly. How much can I fly with it?
This is in an anti-magic field, and you did not create this magic item, and neither did Kazan. But it would be 30 feet. It's equal to your movement speed. But while in the anti-magic field, it won't function. My apologies.
Okay. Then can I run on the scaffolding to the third floor?
You could. There are also chains, 4 chains that run the height of the tower. So you could do an acrobatics check to. Well, it would be acrobatics. Yeah, acrobatics has like 2 uses. It's climbing ropes and chains and balancing.
Sure. How much could I get with an acrobatics?
Well, this will just be to determine if you can use your movement speed to climb up,
Oh, okay, sure. I'll try.
or whether you'll faceplant like the werewolf earlier.
I'll try to do my acrobatics check. Have a +7. That's 23.
Yeah, you're good. So you can use your movement speed to climb up the chains.
So I can get in on 4th floor?
You would get up to the 4th floor, yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna come up to the 4th floor, facing the giant werewolf. Gonna take out my rapier in the blood of his comrades. Gonna go, well, it seems like your reign of terror is about to end.
Oh no,
And
Alex. It's about to begin.
well, now it is a now it's a moment of enmity between us two, Matt.
Okay. So Kirill is vowed.
Kirill is loud.
All right.
Wow.
That would bring us to werewolves, I believe. I don't think there's anything else you can do because you use your action to climb.
I used my movement to climb.
You are
My
correct.
action to throw.
I lied.
And a bonus action to battle of enmity. So that's exactly
That's what it is.
everything I can do.
Werewolves' turns. Red wolf. Red group gets to go.
Can I shout at them?
Yes. At any point.
Get the fuck up here. There's dinner on the menu. I'm sorry,
Meat's back on the menu. So this werewolf. Sorry.
No.
We're giving a strength check to rip the shitty scaffolding down. 15 does it. It rips down, and it manages to pull itself inside. And it is also going to climb the chains.
Good.
Yeah. Gets up next to you, Ilena. This werewolf is going to begin climbing up as well. He does not manage to get all the way up. He is currently on the 3rd floor, hanging on the chain. And I believe that's all for the red ones. Yes, that is all for the red ones. That brings us to Boulder's turn. Pivotal death save, Riley.
Riley.
Oh.
Sana.
Ooh! That's an oof. That's 3 fails.
That's not dodgeable at all.
Boulder wakes up for just a moment before finally bleeding out from his injuries and says, "Today it's a good day to die." And yeah, that's it.
All right.
Boulder looks happy.
Now, how are you feeling, Riley?
Quiet.
Quiet.
Riley sounds
I don't
about
know.
as every time Rory dies.
It's yeah, no, I mean it's never fun to be in and not be able to do anything, but like that's the only thing causing me distress is
Okay.
just the boredom of not being able to do anything.
Okay.
I'm not upset about that.
Okay.
He was an old man. He lived a full life.
Many children.
I don't think
So
he
many
has
children.
Any unfinished business.
Lot of children. So many.
Yeah,
So
he
many
has
children.
I don't think he has any unfinished business.
Okay.
Other than like, wanting to make sure that his new friends don't die from this encounter might
Right.
be an unfinished business, but
Then-
whatever.
Then with that, Boulder, Centaur of the Teeth, Berserker of Barovia, Chieftain several times over, and Father of Many dies at the base
You
of
roll.
Kazan's tower.
He rolls away from this mortal coil.
What, he's satisfied with the fact that he caused some damage.
He did.
Yeah, man.
And we are open to shenanigans, but for now, we say goodbye to Boulder.
Good night,
Okay.
sweet prince.
Now, Celina, you are not aware of this happening, but I imagine a little part of you feels bad. Probably.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Question.
Yes.
Does Kirill look even remotely still humanoid? Something else
He
by
would
now.
count as humanoid, yes. Humanoid and shape changer would be his
Okay,
creature types.
Mad get fucked. Whole person him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to wait for the save first. It's a wisdom saving throw. DC 16.
I wish I had a session advantage game, but I do not.
You
Not for this character.
Get fucked.
Hey.
Oh, come on! I just look at you, I pointed like bad job goes down. And you just no. And then as if nothing happened, I just turn around to this corner again and just start cussing it at the Sylvan. Again.
All right.
Do you want to run away, little one? I'll let you go. Don't worry.
Huh? What?
Okay.
Me? No, I'm busy. Shut up. And I continue cussing at the wall.
All right. All right.
I wasn't gonna attack. That's fine.
I mean, I don't have anything that we can do, basically.
Okay. Werewolves get to go. This is the
I will upcast
Green
next
group.
level
green
on
group.
next turn.
So green group is going to continue obeying Kirill. He's going to pull his way through, climb up the chain, and appear at the top of the tower. This werewolf. Oh, Riley, would you like to... We won't kill Diana, but would you like to play Diana's character sheet? Would that be like a boundary crossing? Astora isn't here to ask.
Since I wouldn't be comfortable if I was a
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to give me something to do, maybe I can play one of the werewolves.
You want to play the werewolves?
I can give you like a new character.
At least one of them. One of them.
Or you can
Well-
play Neil, right?
Play a meal.
You could play a meal if you want.
Oh yeah, I can
Emil.
play a meal. That would work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll pull up his character sheet.
Okay. So your turn is up after this werewolf goes. This werewolf is going to take an opportunity attack from Emil.
Okay, let me just figure out what I'm doing here. Am I in hybrid form right now?
Yes, he is in the hybrid form. So close.
So I guess he would probably make a claw attack.
Oh.
All right. 9 does not hit, unfortunately. So he does not manage to stop this werewolf as it climbs the tower, gets inside, and begins climbing the chains. Does not get up to the second floor yet, but he is currently hanging onto the chain. The remaining wolf is going to run around and try to dash up the stairs. It does, and gets inside, and then it looks forlongingly at the chains because it does not have thumbs. And it is Emil's
Is
turn.
it worth it? Is it really worth it for Emil to attack the other werewolves?
And he can pin it down so it does not go anywhere.
It's up to you.
True. I think he's gonna go for that wolf.
Okay.
So he, can I make it in there?
You would be able to get up there pretty easily, yeah. Well within range.
So 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its claws.
Yeah, both hit. The wolf only has 11 hit points, so you destroy this wolf.
Nice.
Alright.
Green group is further shrunk. Alright. And, yeah.
1 blue, 2 green, and 2 red.
hmm Anything else Emil would like to do on his turn?
It doesn't really look like there's anything else he can do, Maybe he'll try to shove this guy. Oh, no, that's an action.
All right.
Um,
Yeah, you did your 2 attacks, unfortunately.
yeah, no, that's all.
Okay. Ezmerelda's turn.
Okay, one question though.
Yes.
Does the spear appear to be smoking again?
The spear is not smoking. The spear looks like it's made of, if you can imagine, like, amber, but red.
Yep. Yeah. And Kirill is still pouring the smoke.
Yes.
Stuff, right?
Kirill is still billowing with smoke.
Okay, even like in anti-magic
Yes.
war. And then, well, let's try to see. Remember me, you bastard? Haven't gotten my revenge against you. And I look straight into Emil's eyes. And Kirill's eyes. So please make me wisdom saving throw.
Important information for you, Matt, in case the context clues weren't enough. Kirill, back when he was a fresh-faced werewolf, ate Ezmerelda's leg.
Yes.
And he is the one that Ezmerelda has been hunting all these years.
Yep.
Let's go. Wasn't saying so.
Wisdom saving throw.
Don't you dare do high again. God fucking damn it, man.
Did it.
A
Turn you will get a 3rd level hold person.
God damn you. Whole person does not take effect.
Oh, you also tried hold person.
Yeah, I can do it.
yeah. Any bonus actions or anything you would like to do?
Nah, nothing I can do.
Cry.
Here, so.
Would you like to cry?
Ezmerelda does not cry.
No, she would not cry.
Yeah, she's not cry.
No more
baby.
tears left.
It's like anyone. Alright, yep, that's me.
All right. Werewolves get to go. This is the blue group, I believe, of which there is only one. This werewolf is going to follow down after Emil. He's going to rush past Emil, triggering an opportunity attack. If Riley is here and alive.
I think Emil already used one, right?
Emil just had his turn, so he would have it again. 8 doesn't hit.
Alright,
Unfortunately.
I said, woohoo!
Yay! 8 doesn't hit, unfortunately.
I had to say something.
So this werewolf is going to continue climbing. Also going to get to the 2nd floor on this chain, but does not manage to reach the top. Finally, at long last.
Just
Yes.
Like if you're going to attack Ezmerelda, Matt, you get advantage because she's blinded, and I'll go.
Yes,
Sorry?
I think he's going to the bathroom or something. You can see that blood is leaking from Ezmerelda's tear ducts, and she is currently busy wiping her eyes, so she can't see.
By Ezmerelda.
Oh, this is.
Now, I will say, the regenerative effect from the spear strikes won't work in here, because the spear is a magical weapon. You would also not get the magic bonus. I believe I said it as a +2 weapon.
Yeah.
So to attack with a spear would be slightly less, but all of your innate abilities still would work,
And abilities for 10 HP.
because those are blessings from Strahd.
Yeah.
Daddy Strahd.
So, gang, I would like to. So, as Kirill says, well, time to feast, little shadows. And suddenly, lashing shadows erupt from Kirill's form to everyone within 10 feet.
Yes. So I'm going to need some saves from... Which save is it again?
It's a.
Dex save.
Remember that anyone 10 feet of me gets a +3 to their save. Me
Okay.
included? Yeah, me included.
Yeah.
Oh, dex save. Look at that, I don't even have to use my very many bonuses.
I believe the
Ignore
werewolves
+4.
would take this too. Yeah, the werewolves would.
Alright,
2 fails.
Give me a second. I'll-
26 necrotic.
Where's my closer sheet?
Okay, dexterity for 13.
Hell yeah!
14. Yes.
Nice. Everyone only takes 13 damage necrotic.
So the one werewolf dies.
Nice.
This werewolf
Thank you,
has
Matt.
disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Oh, also our protection. Nice.
Yes, or protection, so that's a 17.
Yes, just as Matt described, the shadows that wreathe him reach out and begin slapping all of you, like so many inky tentacles of death.
Slap. Get slapped by a shadow. You slap.
And now you get to make your attacks.
Brilliant.
Oh. Also
Alright.
attacks.
Yeah.
That's just groovy.
I would like to claw this wizard person.
Okay.
Explode the half of the tower.
You want to claw me?
Ooh,
This misses.
remarkably poor rolls, now that they matter.
And then I would
Come on,
like
do it again, bitch. She has to her back to you
Can
and
you
she
say
doesn't
this?
care.
Can you say this?
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna taste the best.
Don't you just stay down? Yeah, no.
Holy cow.
You're such a bad doggo.
Oh, I'm gonna murder you.
Do I have to get the bucket of water?
Oh, I'm going to melt you down and eat your bones for stew.
Yeah. You're gonna eat my marrow, you're gonna crack open my skull, eat my brains, blah 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 blah. Bad doggo.
Everyone, reach out like my arms and strangle this one so they can't talk with their insipid tongue.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. Was there anything else you can do that you would like to do? No, those are reactions. Yeah, never mind. I tried to make him a good battlefield commander, but they're pretty contextual.
Yeah.
Ilena's turn.
Okay. So, Alina will look at her enemy.
Mm-hmm.
You need to learn one thing.
What is
Come.
that?
Companions are worth way more than just for their strength. Maps? Wisdom save?
Swear, if you succeed again,
If you
I will-
succeed again, I will
I will
change my turn
let-
to do it whole person again.
I will slap you. Don't you dare to succeed.
There we go.
Good.
Yes! And now it's time.
Oh shit. The preparation is set up.
Yeah, exactly. How am I? How can I? Okay, I'll just put this so we remember. Also, concentration. Now it's time to attack me
Be advantage.
with advantage. 26. 9.
Holy.
And
double
let's
9.
see. 24.
Oh.
On
So
the
double
26
smite.
and 24, smite. Second level.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Smackaronis.
So one is a 15, while the other, I'm just gonna roll the smite, is a 12. So it's
Okay, so-
15 plus 9 plus 12.
That's a very good damage.
What's the total
Mhm.
damage?
36.
36.
So he takes
Ooh.
36 damage, and as he does, the shadows around him coalesce, and his eyes seem to disappear into an almost imperceptible darkness.
You're that low?
He's still there.
He's still there.
Yeah.
There's more darkness around him, right?
I took inspiration from LDM when creating Kirill, so I took a lot of his old school
Nice.
D&D ideas.
Nice.
It's good. It's really good. I like this.
Let me see if I have anything else. Okay, I've used my bonus action. I've used everything.
He's still standing.
He's still.
Still standing. I have more smites for you next turn.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Exactly 2.
Exactly 2. Red werewolves get to go. So this werewolf got to climb the rest of the way up, and it is going to sucker punch Ilena from behind. So we're going to get a claw, and if it hits, that's a 6, and it's going to
Ouchie.
bite you.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit
Lucky-
you? Sorry, yes.
Wait, 16 does hit me as my
Concentration,
AC.
by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna roll concentration for the first time.
Apologies.
That's success. Then the bite is another 10. Right. Roll concentration again. That's a 15. That's
And now
another
fail on the
success.
curse.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh.
It's fine.
Oh, you're fine.
Casual
I've
casual.
done first.
Slash bite, and that's
Do
all the
paladins benefit
rules.
from their own aura protection?
Yes.
Yes.
Are we sure?
Yes.
Yes,
Here
you
you
do.
here you go, Matt.
Hmm.
You and everyone around you or something.
Yep.
Yeah. this
Whenever
is like,
you are a friendly creature within 10
Oh.
feet.
This is why having a paladin in the group is cool.
Especially
Paladin.
It'd be really nice if there were multiple paladins.
Oh
yeah.
Cause yeah,
doesn't
aura
stack
fuck.
now, only one of each type of bonus.
Cover more
Yeah.
ground with multiple ones. Celina.
It's the same name, don't stack.
I have
Yeah.
a token here for your spell.
Thank you.
Are you just cool with typing the commands in?
Yeah, I already have the actual attack.
Okay, there you go.
to nothing, and I will use the temp HP. I don't have control of the token. I might do it, so if I can pull it out. Where is it?
Controlled by Celina. There you
No,
go.
I will.
It's yours.
I will have. Oh, I cannot.
Yep.
Yeah. So Celina is still shouting at the corner, and suddenly just pulls her hand in there, was chanting something, and then she just like, "You're the reason why this is also messed up. You deal with this." And she just pulls a little, smallish fox. Is it actually small? I think it is small. Small fae. Yeah. So it's just like a small, humanoid fox with a tiny sword in its hand.
Yeah.
And just
Usually, it's very cute. However, when it appears, it is horrendously disfigured, and its skin seems to be melting off of it, as all summon creatures in Barovia.
Yeah.
This small foxman seems to have gone through the back end of the abyss and come out.
Yeah, there. You deserve this. Now deal with this guy here. He's super annoying. And Foxbird just grumbles, does a face step behind you, a fuming face step. So it has advantage on this attack. This attack being piercing you with his little tiny sword.
The effect of blur, so it's
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. That's what the thing does.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he stabs, and the mists sort of get in the way of that, the swirling shadows.
Also, I think it doesn't count as magic damage. Even just realized.
Hmm. Also, I just
Doesn't
realized
say
the
so.
mongrel folk never dropped their alchemist fires.
Well,
Oops.
yeah,
It feels weird that that a creature that I summon with magic doesn't do magic damage. But I guess that's just
That is weird.
It's not specified as magical. is it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Melee weapon attack, spell attack modifier to hit, reach 5 feet, one
Be
target,
fair-
1d6
fair,
plus
if you-
3 plus spell level, piercing damage plus
if you,
1d6
like,
force.
summon something, and most of the time it does.
Lot of noise.
Magical, or not.
Uh,
Or otherwise, you could have transformed, for example, through polymorph into some creature, and it still does not specify that it is magical. So you just that creature.
Okay.
That's it.
yeah, it doesn't say anything.
So, Celina, is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
No. That's
Oh,
alright.
by the way, does compel duel end?
Oh, it's Vow of Enmity.
No, but you also cast the compel duel, right?
Compelled
Yeah.
to takes
Oh.
1 minute.
The spell
My bad.
ends if you attack a creature. If you cast spell, if a creature friendly to you damages the target or casts a harmful spell, does that count?
Hmm.
I
That
didn't
would.
damage you, and I didn't cast a harmful spell on you.
Yeah. You did not receive damage.
You did not receive
Ah,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
That's fair, 100%.
Um,
Let's go.
okay.
I'm regretting that compelled duel though. I have 18 HP.
Riley,
I'm a wizard. I'm at 45.
I'm going to insert the mongrel folk at this point. The mongrel folk are cowering on the third floor. Non-combatants. They are seeing werewolf after werewolf climb up the chains, and they are holding their alchemist fire, shaking. I would like you to have them throw the alchemist fire at the werewolves climbing the chains.
Okay. what is that?
So Alchemist Fire is a D4 plus 4 fire, is it?
I'll tell
Am I
you.
rolling
I
to
have
hit?
I think it's a ranged attack.
Alchemist Fire. Alchemist Fire.
Yeah, it's a D4 damage.
It's a D4 damage at the start of each of its turns. It's a ranged attack.
Improvised weapon.
Improvised weapon.
Yeah. So if you would make 3 D20s for me, Riley, as these Mongo folk hurriedly toss them, and I will have Otto will make a shovel attack as well.
Yeah,
Is it
well,
flat D20?
Go, Otto.
Yeah. So 3 D20s, no modifiers, and then the Otto shovel will
one
do a
was
thing as well.
17.
Ooh.
All right. So the 17 will hit, the other 2 will miss. So those 2 tumble down to the ground and smash, creating a bloom of fire on the first floor. The 17 is going to hit the blue one that is right in front of them. So could I get a D4 from you for the fire damage on him? Nice.
3.
Yeah, and he needs to use an action to actually extinguish.
Put it out. So he's currently burning.
Whoa.
Now, Otto is going to take a swing at this werewolf with his shovel. So D20 plus 3, please.
D20.
Nice.
That's an natural one.
Rip. So he swings wide, but with his uneven limbs, he doesn't manage to hit the werewolf. And he just sort of bangs on the chain. And that brings us to the green werewolves. So this werewolf has disadvantage on its attack because of the lashing shadows. It is going to leap over the hole and get next to Ireena, and it is going to try to slash and bite Ireena.
So,
So a slash, a 16.
I will. Deflect.
Okay,
It's a 0.
it's a 0. And then a bite.
That misses.
Oh, misses. So, a slash and a bite. Now, are there any more green werewolves? There is. So this werewolf is going to turn on Emil, and it is going to attempt to shove Emil off of the tower. So let's get a strength check from Emil.
oh damn.
A 9.
1.
All right. So Emil is fine. This werewolf doesn't manage to shove it off of the tower. And then this werewolf is going to try to climb the chain. So Emil can try to get an opportunity attack as this werewolf leaves his range. Hits. So the werewolf takes no damage, but you manage to claw it and prevent it from climbing the chains. Oh, you want to shove it? In that case... This werewolf stays standing. It does not fall down into the hole. But you can see that the ground floor is currently burning. The platform made of wood down there is burning with alchemist fire. So that happens, and it is now Emil's turn.
I'm gonna try to shove him again.
All right.
That's an 18.
And we get a 12.
Oh.
So you shove this werewolf into the hole. Let's get a d6 and then 2d4. Okay. Okay. Well, it doesn't take the fall damage, actually, because they're immune. So it would just take the 2 from the magical fire. So yeah, it lands, and you can smell the scent of burning fur as it hits the ground. Can we get a one-liner? What does Emil say when he shoves this werewolf down the hole?
Cool off.
That works.
That works. Yeah, that's good shit.
Now, what is Emil going to do?
How do they climb?
Let's just get an acrobatics check to see if you can climb up the chain as if it's a rope in gym class, or whether you're going to struggle.
Acrobatics is dexterity, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah, he tries to get up there, but the burn damage from all of the explosions makes his limbs a little shaky, and he can't quite manage to pull himself up the chains right now. A little too wobbly.
I'll just keep the other one down.
Don't be wobbly.
Esmeralda's turn.
Probably. Yeah, very good, because would have been great if I could have opened my freaking character sheet. Yep, it's gone. I left it reload. Yeah, give me a second. Yeah, the character sheet stopped work for some reason. I don't know.
God damn it, roll 20.
It just does that, you know. Like I figured out. It could happen. Yeah, so I would say that she would try to attack the werewolf.
Okay.
Does it, like the shadows? Does it seem like creature is still there?
Yes, just heavily obscured.
Okay. Right. That's good to know. Good to know. Open up my character sheet. Would be great if I could hit. Why does roll 20 does this?
Is the worst worst platform.
No, just worse, you know.
Yeah.
It's free, but it's still worse. So.
Yes.
God damn it! Every other character sheet loads up except mine.
What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm it's up. So, first things first. Let me see. So the magic does not seem to take hold of him.
Yep.
Sure. One swift, silvered short sword attack.
Okay.
Bastard.
On the big boy.
On the big
Yeah,
boy.
Bastard. Then it's not a good attack.
Shoot.
That's not a good attack. Second attack. Can you offhand shove? No, you
No.
can't, right? No.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, you cannot do that.
He is also a size larger than you, which I'm pretty sure factors
Yeah.
into shoving rules.
I don't think so.
Unless I am misremembering,
Second
which can
attack,
happen.
17 to hit.
17, it does hit.
Okay. Wait.
Your sword pierces through the dark.
Yeah. Did it? Does it find purchase?
It finds
No.
purchased. Yeah.
I twist it, and I see you there. And with this, yeah, sure, that's my turn.
Okay.
And compelled duel ends.
Compelled dual ends.
Compelled duel does end, yes.
Blue werewolves. This werewolf is on fire, so he's going to take another d4. If you wouldn't mind.
So hot right now.
Yeah. Everyone's just a bit hot-headed right now.
Yeah. Continues burning.
Swear to God.
Going to pull itself up to the top floor. And this werewolf, seeing the little fey creature, is going to try to kick it out the window.
Yeah, fuck him up.
Look him up.
Please do it.
Is that a wall or a window next to where Celina is?
17.
It's a window. Are you gonna push me out?
No.
Yeah, so that's a 17 against the fey spirit. Does that hit the fey spirit? Yeah.
Yeah. it does.
So he boots this thing. It is small, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he boots it. It's going to go out the window.
Really?
Just a werewolf just comes and just punks this thing.
I will give it an attempt to save itself. So as it is hurling through the air, there's no glass or bars in the window, just drapes. So it can try to grab onto the drapes as it's passing. Let's get a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, cool. That's +3 to those, interestingly. Please fail. Oh,
Natural one.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
So this incredibly useful little monstrous foxman catches onto the drapes and scrambles up, and it turns around making these horrible little snarling noises like.
Does it only get pushed or also damaged?
Well, it would have taken the damage as well, so that would be 10 bludgeoning from the kick.
Okay.
Then this werewolf is going to follow up with a slash against Ilena.
Oh Jesus.
Goodbye, sweet prince.
12.
Never mind.
Miss. That is the last blue werewolf. So we come to Kiril's turn.
Wunderbar. Roll for the
Are you gonna
beach
try
charge.
to hit me again, bitch?
Roll a beach.
Oh.
You get to use Lashing Shadows again.
Yeah, come on, do it. We wanna see it. Do it, bitch.
Ch-
You're taking us a lot of problems away with this.
Those are
finally-
con saves, right? I think that's what I said it at.
yeah. Yeah.
Remember, guys,
No,
we
it's
have
dexterity saving throw.
Thanks.
dexterity saves. That's even higher then. That's like in
Fails.
19 plus 3.
Oh, I
That's
just
what you
don't
get.
need to use my thing. Cool. If it's
A
only
lot of
13.
fails.
I'm helping you out, yeah. I'm helping
Yeah,
you out.
yeah, yeah.
I'm at 14.
All fails.
Alright, my faithing must do the same.
So the werewolves all
Oh,
failed.
It's managed as well.
Yeah. Oh, so it's 9 points of damage.
It's 9 points of damage, yeah.
All right.
Do the wolves die? Please let the wolves die.
The werewolves are still up. No, this wolf is dead. Green one's dead.
It's the one that still has one at the bottom. Got fucking damage.
Yep.
Good, good.
That's
And
still.
then time for attacks.
Come on, big boy.
One of each group.
That's.
We did it wrong. We have to decimate the one group first, so we have.
Yep.
Yeah, now it's still like.
I would like
no.
to side hand claw at Celina and then one Mr. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, try me, bitch.
Please.
There we go.
That hits with solid 7 damage.
Yeah, are you still up?
I'm not even at half, my dude.
Oh my.
Celina is 56 HP.
And then I would like to against against Ireena, I would like to bite.
Okay.
Jump.
Jump.
You little fuck.
I attacked you.
That's what you get with the Fahrun.
Yeah.
That's
And then we need a
16.
Constitution saving throw.
Please be
Celina, you're
like
still
a-
alive. I think
Please.
Celina's down.
Please be a werewolf. Yes.
All right. The necrotic energy begins coursing through your veins, and you can feel
Isn't
it
she immune to curse?
burning you.
Yeah.
Immune to diseases. This is not a disease.
Oh.
Ah. And boiling up somewhere in your stomach is a deep anger and rage that you're familiar with, but it comes unbidden to the surface, and we will deal with that later.
Mm-hmm.
You do still have a plot.
And Kill would end his turn.
Okay, yes.
Is
That brings us
Ireena
to
your
Ilena's turn.
Well, Ilena is down. So that's
down.
yeah.
All right.
That's a death save. Without the plus 3. That's
Yeah.
And a success.
just
One success.
That's one success.
Yes. And you're burning with a rage in your unconsciousness.
Yes.
This is Red Wolf. Red Wolf is going to step forward.
Spencer.
Yeah. Gonna bite Ilena. So that's a coup de grace, 2 fails. If it hits with advantage, which it should.
Don't.
But hilarious. It does.
Bite. Yeah.
21.
So 2 fails.
Let's go.
And then it is going to follow up. Yeah. I think it's gonna claw Ilena.
I feel like just a certain DM has something interesting to do now.
Yeah. We gotta find a way to save this, but
The double crit.
Whoa.
Story points, plot points. We need the plot points.
I'm so stressed, gang. I'm so stressed.
so
Do that. You
this werewolf tears into Ilena.
Got war.
Now,
Rip them apart.
how are you feeling, Habiki?
Well, she lift longer than I expected a character of mine to.
Fair enough.
And hey, she was kind of highly suicidal from the start.
Fair enough as well.
So
Now, I will remind
that's
you
the thing.
to my vow and session 0. We're not done with your characters until you're done with your characters. Counts for Boulder.
Of course.
Counts for Ireena. Magical things can happen. This is a weird game. But for now, Ilena Myth dies at the hands of this werewolf who tears into her and begins chewing on her innards. That brings us to Celina's turn.
Feast on their guts.
How do the two werewolves look?
Very bad.
Okay, so my little fairy creature is gonna use its attack without advantage after teleport because of the blur to Stabby, the big guy, for 6 force damage, because the other damage is not magical. And seeing as I have the perfect opportunity now to cast a firebolt in this corner and not hit myself, and Ezmerelda, I'm gonna cast a fireball in this corner in a way that it hits all enemies, and my little bitch face spirit. Actually, the face spirit is gonna go here on my thingy because it can. It would get opportunity attack by the blue wolf. Bitch, by the way. The blue wolf can do an opportunity attack against the fairy. Because it runs towards me like a little bitch first.
I just want to
And
point out how
it
Matt
misses pretty
succeeded.
sure.
How
Yeah,
Matt
sure,
succeeds
plus
on
one.
every save, but the one for
Yep.
the one spell that never actually did something.
Yep.
Never. Net. Those fingers, those have magic, you know.
So Matt
But
takes
you're using
13
all your
and
Dude,
the
that's not the
werewolves
first time I've
take
heard that.
Yeah, yeah.
more explosion in the tower.
That's what I was implying.
Explosion in the tower, yes. So there's a lot of crosstalk there. What is going on? I was distracted by some things.
So, explosion in the corner, the fairy was missed, Matt makes
Yes.
6 circle saves, are the werewolves dead?
Explosion. For fireball, yes.
Yeah, they take
So
at least
dexterity saving
13.
throw. They would both still be up if they fail, so they need to make their saves. So dex.
Yeah, second
Okay.
one fails then. First
Okay.
one makes it.
So that's 26.
Do you have power surge?
Minus
I used my 1 power surge and they don't have any spells that I can
13?
counterspell.
Yeah.
I'm more
Okay.
of a combat versus spellcaster.
the werewolf that is tearing into Ireena is barely holding on. Now I would like you to roll percentile dice.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna type it manually.
If it's below 33, the tower crumbles.
That was not right.
Just I was like,
Okay. Tower remains standing, but it is rickety. The tower
I
shakes.
don't have any more explosion stuff, so we're fine.
At that point, is there anything else you would like to do?
I can't do anything.
Okay. Emil.
Emil. I think he's going to. Doesn't the green guy go before Emil? The green guy should go before Emil.
I
Did I
think the
delete
one
his
with the
token?
crystal got deleted.
No!
He
You're
was-
right.
The blue guy, just swap it with the blue guy.
Yes. So he's going to climb his way back up the tower then for his turn. And attempt to shove you into the hole.
Also, the one werewolf, did he die? Because he's still in there.
The werewolf that fell down the hole?
No, the blue one, that failed to save.
Blue one that failed to save. No, he's still up.
Oh boy, they were healthier than I thought.
Yes.
17.
He was on fire from the alchemist's fire, but still up. Strength. 16. So he does not shove you in the hole, but he is grappling with you as best he can. Now it is your turn.
Emil grins and tries to shove him in the hole.
Alright.
Back you go.
Do it.
Hey! Back in the hole he goes.
2d4 fire damage.
All right.
Too much.
Aim fire.
Back down to the first floor.
I don't have a damage spell level 1 to go.
At this point, Emil, you can see that these stone golems down there, seeing that the tower is on fire and beginning to crumble, they come to life and they begin smashing the werewolf on the ground, completely destroying him into paste.
Golem attack count as magical.
Yeah.
And those are stone golems and they are very strong.
So he is stomped into paste, and Emil, you could see that the stone golems are moving to the corners of the room and pressing themselves up against the walls of the tower, seemingly trying to hold it up, keep it standing. Ezmerelda's turn.
Alright, take a quick
Oh.
breather. Breather.
Yeah, you can use your movement to climb up. You can get up to the you can get up to the top floor, but you can't do anything else. Second one from Ezmerelda.
He's going
Yeah,
to wait below. He's not going to go all the way up.
Okay.
So, Kirill is like half in the room, right? He has a big ass.
He does have a big ass. The biggest ass.
Alright, big ass requires some proper handling of said ass.
Handle that ass.
Yeah, that'll do. So, yeah, sure, why not? I'll place my hands onto the creature's hide and just magic missile him.
Okay.
It is broken spell.
Yeah.
Another one.
Another broken spell. So 1d4 plus 1 times 5 because it is second
Damn.
one. Please go.
It is 3 at level 1 and 4 at level 2.
It's 3. Okay, 4.
So 4 in total.
Yeah.
So that's 12.
No. It's.
Oh, dude,
12
it was
plus
on.
4.
It is.
So 16. 16 points
Yeah,
of force damage.
Yeah, I thought that was the d4 plus 1. No. 16
I
force
just-
damage.
Yeah, just like several like spikes comes from my arms and just ballot him in the face like a skull.
Okay.
Shotgun.
How you holding up, bitch boy?
Why are you so antagonistic against Nat?
No, they're against you.
How much
Yeah,
was the total damage, sorry? So I can have
16
it.
total force.
16 points.
Yes, and so I did heal up a little bit. So yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Werewolf's turn. This werewolf is going to just ignore the fire on him, so let's get another d4.
Wasn't the dead one?
3 damage.
3 damage. Alright. It is miraculously still standing.
Damn. That one werewolf, the blue one, that's MVP.
1 hit point.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is going to come forward, standing over Ilena, and it is going to try to bite Ezmerelda
Yeah.
as a last act of defiance. 16? I don't think that hits.
No, it does hit, but I'll raise my shield.
Okay.
And when I hold him in place with my hands, shining.
In that case, it will try to slash at the arm you're holding its mouth at bay with.
Yep. Do that.
5 slashing.
22 does it. 5 slashing, right? Gotcha.
hmm
So, yep.
And then we come to Kirill's turn.
Wunderbar. Right. So first, 10 HP.
Correct, gods.
Next. Nope.
Okay.
And then he's going to turn to the both of you, look you in the eyes and say,
Soon I will feast.
and then he's going to attack.
Yep.
Who are you attacking?
Oh, sorry, I think Ezmerelda.
Okay.
24 does hit. 9.
16.
16 doesn't.
Yeah, because shield itself. Ooh.
Yeah, I basically shove my hands in under the claw and just deflect with my whole body as you try to
Yeah.
bite.
And then, as he does so, says,
And I'll wait now in the darkness.
and I'll see you very soon. And he just kind of doesn't run away, but is going to wait on the periphery.
Oh, cool. Is he walking away from me?
He's walking away.
Yeah, firebolt, bitch. Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Oh, you're a warcaster.
Yes, I am.
that does not hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for pointing it out, Matt.
That's right. And Spencer, is that
Since we are at 4 o'clock, Kirill, your forces have been decimated. You are not a stupid man. You killed one of them.
two of them.
Two of them, yes. What I will say at this point, you do need more people for the pack, since you have lost a lot of people. And that Paladin, pretty powerful. And, I mean, she's dead. But, I mean, Mother Night works in mysterious ways. Might be worth it to lay this broken corpse before the altar, see what happens.
Oh yeah, that's a good shout.
So I think what is going to happen, Kirill is going to pick up Ilena's corpse, and as Celina shoots off that firebolt, Kirill is going to smile wolfishly at the rest of you, and then disappear into mist, teleporting away with Ilena's corpse. And that is where we will end today's session. Now, as Drewski was pointing out, plot points are not a get out of jail free card. I'm pretty lenient about these things. What I want is creative, something inventive, something neat, something cool. So, is there anybody that has plot points? Because I think Astora has a plot point, and Ilena. Didn't you use it to get the cloak, or have we reset since then?
I think we're reset.
We reset
Yeah,
since
it
then.
was like people who had
Oh yeah, because you were you were the last one in that round, I think.
Yep, I was.
Yeah. Yeah. So, is there anything cool you would like to add to the end of this session?
I don't know really. I'd wait till the start of the next one because you know Ireena is dead. So
Ireena is dead. She makes bad jokes now.
Yeah. Now, I will say there are ways back. Ireena currently is in the spirit place. Now, there are no ravens like there were for Rory. There is no specter of death itself. What Ireena is faced with currently, she is standing in an endless field of mist. Mist above, mist below. It's the sensation you get. I don't know if you've ever had this experience as a small child where you dove into the deep end of the pool on it, and you didn't expect how far down you went, and you forget which way is up and which way is down. That's the sort of sensation you have here. It's a kind of panic, but it's a dull panic, as if you're slowly losing consciousness. And in the mist all around you, you can see figures shifting here and there, but they're barely recognizable. And in this place, you can just hear the slow, steady flap of wings in the distance. And that is what Ireena is experiencing in death.
Okay. Alright. So yeah, she will just like kind of, you know, float and confusedly look into the figures, trying to maybe recognize who they are. She's really confused. Like,
Fair
I
enough.
don't know where she is.
I will leave you the week to think on what Ileena's spirit would like to do in this other place. And I will say Boulder, because Boulder is of the land, Boulder enters right back into the reincarnation cycle. Unless, Riley, you would like to bring Boulder back in some way.
No.
Okay.
This gets born as one of his sons.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Boulder, being a native of this place, doesn't have that interim period. Boulder goes right to the rebirth cycle, and at some point in the future, Boulder will be reborn as somebody new.
Someone new and beautiful.
Someone new and beautiful, young. Probably not with as many children.